In a world where the sky meets the sea, where mountains whisper ancient tales, and where the wind carries the voices of gods, there lies a land of mystery and magic, Norse mythology. The very mention of this world conjures images of mighty gods, brave warriors, and epic battles. But among these legendary figures, there are beings who stand out, shimmering with an ethereal light, fierce and beautiful, the Valkyries. Norse mythology, originating from the ancient Nordic people, is a rich tapestry of stories and beliefs that have been passed down through generations. It is a world filled with gods and goddesses, giants and dwarves, heroes and monsters. The gods of Asgard, led by the Allfather Odin, rule over this universe, each with their own unique powers and personalities. These gods are not distant and aloof. They walk among mortals, shape their destinies, and sometimes even fall in love with them. Odin, with his one eye that sees all, is the wisest of the gods. He sacrificed his eye for wisdom and hung himself from the world tree, Yggdrasil, for 9 days and nights to gain knowledge of the runes. He is often accompanied by his ravens, Hugin and Munin, who bring him news from all corners of the world. Odin's thirst for knowledge is insatiable, and he would do anything to protect his people and prepare for the end times, known as Ragnarok. But Odin does not fight alone. Alongside him are his sons, Thor, the thunder god, wielding his mighty hammer Mjolnir, and Loki, the trickster, whose mischief often leads to trouble but also to the most unexpected solutions. There are also the goddesses, like Frigg, Odin's wife, who knows the fate of all but speaks of it to none, and Freya, the goddess of love and beauty, who rides in a chariot pulled by cats and cries tears of gold for her lost husband. Among these divine beings, the Valkyries hold a special place. They are Odin's chosen warriors, maidens of battle who ride across the sky on their swift horses, their armor gleaming in the sun. They are the choosers of the slain, the ones who decide who will live and who will die in the heat of battle. But their role is not merely to bring death, it is to honor the fallen, to bring the bravest of warriors to Valhalla, Odin's hall, where they will prepare for the final battle at the end of the world. Imagine a battlefield, the air thick with the sounds of clashing swords and the cries of warriors. The ground is stained with the blood of the fallen, and the smoke from burning villages rises to the heavens. Amidst this chaos, the Valkyries descend, their presence both terrifying and awe-inspiring. They ride through the carnage with grace and precision, their eyes scanning the field for the bravest souls. When they find them, they lift them gently, carrying them away from the pain and the bloodshed, to a place of honor and glory. In Valhalla, the chosen warriors, known as the Einherjar, are given a hero's welcome. They feast and fight, training for the day when they will be called upon to defend the gods in the ultimate battle. The Valkyries serve them, bringing them mead and tending to their needs, their beauty and strength a constant reminder of the valor that brought them there. The Valkyries are not just warriors, they are symbols of courage, loyalty, and the noble death that awaits the bravest of souls. They are the connection between the mortal and the divine, the bridge that carries the spirit from the earthly realm to the halls of the gods. Their presence in Norse mythology is a testament to the belief in honor and the eternal glory that comes from fighting for what is right, even in the face of certain death. These maidens are not cold and heartless arbiters of fate. They are compassionate and wise, understanding the sacrifices made by those they choose. They are often depicted as loving and caring, their hearts moved by the bravery and nobility of the warriors they take to Valhalla. They mourn the fallen and celebrate their courage, their actions driven by a profound respect for the lives they touch. In some stories, Valkyries fall in love with mortals, their relationships filled with both joy and tragedy. These tales speak of the deep connections that can form between the divine and the human, the blending of worlds that is at the heart of Norse mythology. The Valkyries' love is fierce and unyielding, their loyalty to their chosen ones unwavering, even in the face of impossible odds. The Valkyries are not just characters in stories, they are embodiments of the values that the Norse people held dear. They represent the ideal of the warrior, the ultimate honor in battle, and the belief in a life beyond this one, where the brave are rewarded for their deeds. They are a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is a light that shines for those who fight with honor and integrity. Norse mythology, with its gods and monsters, its tales of heroism and tragedy, offers a glimpse into the soul of a people who saw the world as a place of wonder and danger, beauty and terror. And at the heart of these stories, soaring through the sky on their majestic steeds, are the Valkyries, eternal symbols of the warrior spirit, guiding the brave to their final rest in the halls of the gods. In the heart of ancient tales, where the whisper of the wind carries echoes of forgotten heroes, there exists a name that strikes awe and reverence: the Valkyries. These fierce, yet graceful maidens of battle are woven into the very fabric of Norse mythology, their stories resonating with the echoes of warriors' cries and the silent reverence of the fallen. The word Valkyrie itself carries a power that reaches back through the mists of time. It comes from the Old Norse words valr, meaning the slain, and kurja, meaning chooser. Together, they form Valkyrja, which translates to chooser of the slain. This name encapsulates their role as the divine beings who select which warriors live and which die in the chaos of battle. But their purpose is far greater than this grim task. They are not merely harbingers of death, they are guides to glory. The origins of the Valkyries are deeply rooted in the beliefs and traditions of the Norse people. To the Vikings, every aspect of life, from the simple act of forging a blade to the grand endeavor of setting sail into the unknown, was steeped in the sacred. The Valkyries emerged from this world, a blend of reality and myth, representing the bridge between the human and the divine. They were seen as daughters of Odin, the All-Father, who tasked them with finding the bravest of warriors and bringing them to Valhalla, his great hall. Valhalla, a place of eternal honor, where warriors feasted and prepared for the final battle at Ragnarok, was not just a destination but a reward for those who lived and died with courage. The Valkyries were the gatekeepers to this paradise, their judgment final and their choices respected by all. To be chosen by a Valkyrie was the highest honor a warrior could achieve, a testament to their valor and skill. The symbolism of the Valkyries in Norse culture goes beyond their role as choosers of the slain. They are embodiments of the values the Norse held dear: bravery, honor, and the acceptance of fate. Their appearance on the battlefield was both a blessing and a curse. For the fallen, it meant a glorious afterlife in Valhalla. For the living, it was a reminder of their own mortality and the thin line between life and death. Their ethereal presence, often depicted riding through the sky on winged horses or gliding over the battlefield like spirits, added an otherworldly beauty to the carnage of war. The Valkyries, with their shining armor and flowing hair, brought a sense of order and purpose to the chaos. They were seen as protectors and guides, leading the souls of the worthy to their rightful place among the gods. In the sagas and poems, the Valkyries are portrayed with a blend of strength and tenderness. They are fierce in battle, yet compassionate in their duty. Their selection of the slain is done with care and respect, recognizing the sacrifice and bravery of each warrior. This duality reflects the Norse understanding of life and death, where honor and valor were the ultimate measures of a person's worth. The stories of the Valkyries are filled with moments of intense emotion and deep meaning. One such tale is that of Brynhildr, a Valkyrie who defied Odin and was punished by being put into an enchanted sleep, surrounded by a ring of fire. Only a hero of great courage could awaken her. This story, among many others, shows the complexity of the Valkyries' characters and their deep connection to the themes of love, sacrifice, and redemption. In Norse culture, the Valkyries were more than myth, they were symbols of the ideals that every Viking aspired to. Their presence in the lore served as a constant reminder of the values that defined the Norse way of life. Courage in the face of danger, honor in battle, and the acceptance of one's fate were all embodied in the Valkyries. They were the ultimate arbiters of a warrior's worth, their judgment both feared and revered. The image of a Valkyrie descending on the battlefield, her eyes shining with an unearthly light, her hand outstretched to lift a fallen warrior to glory, is a powerful one. It speaks to the deepest desires of the human spirit, to be remembered, to be honored, and to find a place among the legends. The Valkyries offered this promise, their presence a beacon of hope and a reminder of the fleeting nature of life. In the hearts and minds of the Norse people, the Valkyries were ever present. They were the silent witnesses to their greatest deeds, the unseen judges of their bravery. Their stories, passed down through generations, carried with them the weight of tradition and the light of inspiration. To the Vikings, the Valkyries were not just characters in a story, they were real, their influence felt in every clash of swords and every cry of victory. As the sun set over the icy fjords and the longboats set sail towards distant shores, the Valkyries rode the winds, watching over the warriors, ready to carry the bravest of them to their eternal reward. In this way, they remain, forever a part of the Norse legacy, their name echoing through the ages as a symbol of courage, honor, and the enduring spirit of the warrior. High in the vast expanse of the Norse cosmos stands Yggdrasil, the immense world tree. Its roots burrow into the deepest depths, and its branches stretch out to touch the heavens. Yggdrasil connects the 9 worlds, each teeming with its own unique life and magic. Among these worlds, where gods and giants, elves and dwarves, humans and the unknown dwell, the Valkyries find their place, their purpose entwined with the fate of all creation. In this grand tapestry, the Valkyries move with grace and purpose, their presence felt across all realms. They are the messengers of Odin, the All-Father, their mission spanning the vast distances between the worlds. Their home is Asgard, the realm of the gods, a place of unimaginable beauty and power. Here, the Valkyries serve Odin, preparing the Einherjar, the chosen warriors, for the final battle at Ragnarok. But their duties take them far beyond Asgard's golden halls. To understand the Valkyries' place in the cosmos, one must first grasp the essence of Yggdrasil and the 9 worlds it binds together. Each world is a realm unto itself, filled with wonders and dangers, joy and sorrow. At the top of Yggdrasil, in Asgard, the gods hold court. Below lies Midgard, the world of humans, where life is lived in fleeting moments of glory and despair. Beneath Midgard is Helheim, the realm of the dead, a cold and shadowy place ruled by the goddess Hel. The Valkyries traverse these worlds, their paths crossing the boundaries of life and death, war and peace. They ride through the skies of Midgard, their armor glinting in the sunlight, their presence a harbinger of fate. They descend onto battlefields, where the cries of the dying and the clash of steel echo in the air. Their task is to choose the bravest of the fallen, to lift their spirits and carry them to Valhalla, Odin's Hall of the Slain. Valhalla, located in Asgard, is a place of eternal honor and preparation. Here, the Valkyries welcome the Einherjar, the warriors chosen for their unparalleled bravery. They serve these heroes with mead and feast, attending to their needs as they train for the coming apocalypse. The Valkyries' role in Valhalla is one of both caretakers and warriors, their strength and grace a constant source of inspiration for the Einherjar. But the Valkyries are not confined to Asgard and Midgard alone. They traverse the 9 worlds with ease, their presence felt in each realm. In Helheim, they sometimes escort the souls of those not destined for Valhalla, ensuring they reach their final resting place. Their compassion and strength are not limited by the boundaries of life and death, they move freely, their purpose clear and unwavering. The Valkyries' function within these worlds is multifaceted. They are warriors, fierce and unyielding, their combat skills unmatched. They are caretakers, tending to the needs of the Einherjar with gentleness and dedication. They are messengers, carrying the will of Odin across the 9 worlds, their voices filled with the wisdom and authority of the gods. They are choosers of the slain, their judgment swift and fair, their choices respected by all. Their connection to Yggdrasil is profound. The world tree itself is a symbol of life and death, of the interconnectedness of all things. The Valkyries, in their role as choosers of the slain, embody this connection. They understand the delicate balance of the cosmos, the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Their actions are guided by this understanding, their choices reflecting the intricate web of fate woven into the fabric of the universe. The Valkyries' place in the cosmos is a testament to their importance in Norse mythology. They are not merely figures of myth and legend, they are integral to the functioning of the 9 worlds. Their presence ensures the continuity of the cycle of life and death, their actions maintaining the balance that holds the cosmos together. They are the threads that weave through Yggdrasil, their purpose clear and their mission eternal. As they ride through the skies of Midgard, their eyes scanning the battlefield for the bravest of souls, the Valkyries are a reminder of the values that define the Norse spirit. They embody courage, honor, and the acceptance of fate. Their actions are a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration, their presence a testament to the enduring power of the warrior spirit. In the grand tapestry of the Norse cosmos, the Valkyries shine bright, their light guiding the fallen to their rightful place among the gods. They are the bridge between the worlds, the connection between the mortal and the divine. Their place in the cosmos is one of honor and reverence, their role essential to the eternal cycle of life and death. Through the ages, the stories of the Valkyries have echoed across the 9 worlds, their legacy immortal. They are the daughters of Odin, the choosers of the slain, the eternal warriors. Their place in the cosmos is a testament to the values that define the Norse people, a symbol of the courage and honor that live on in the hearts of those who remember their tales. And as long as Yggdrasil stands, the Valkyries will ride, their purpose clear, their mission eternal, their place in the cosmos secure. Imagine a battlefield shrouded in mist, where the clash of swords and the cries of warriors fill the air. Through the haze, figures begin to emerge, ethereal, radiant, and fierce. These are the Valkyries, the shining maidens of Norse mythology, their presence both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Their beauty is as striking as their power, their forms shimmering with an unearthly light. They are the choosers of the slain, their duty etched into their very essence. The physical traits of the Valkyries are as distinctive as their role in the myths. They are often depicted as tall and statuesque, their figures exuding strength and grace. Their eyes are said to gleam with an otherworldly light, piercing through the chaos of battle to find the bravest souls. Their hair, flowing like rivers of gold or raven black silk, cascades over their shoulders, adding to their majestic presence. The Valkyrie's beauty is not of this world, it is a beauty that speaks of power, of nobility, and of the divine. Their armor is a marvel to behold. Forged by the gods, it glistens in the sunlight, each piece intricately designed and perfectly fitted. The helmets they wear often have wings or horns, symbolizing their ability to soar through the skies and their connection to the divine. Their shields are emblazoned with runes, each one telling a story, each one a testament to their prowess in battle. These shields are not just for defense, they are symbols of their sacred duty, their commitment to Odin and the fallen warriors they guide. In their hands, the Valkyries wield weapons of immense power. Swords that shimmer with a cold, deadly light, and spears that can pierce the thickest armor with ease. These weapons are extensions of the Valkyries themselves, their skill in combat unmatched, their strikes swift and decisive. Yet, despite their fearsome armament, the Valkyries' touch can also be gentle. They lift the fallen with care, carrying them to their eternal reward with a grace that belies their strength. Artistic representations of the Valkyries have captured their essence in various forms, each one a tribute to their enduring legacy. In ancient carvings and runestones, they are often shown riding magnificent horses, their hair flowing behind them like a banner of light. These horses, as legendary as their riders, are depicted with wings, suggesting their ability to traverse the skies with ease. The images capture moments of glory, the Valkyries descending onto battlefields, their presence a beacon of hope and fear. In more recent times, artists have continued to be inspired by the Valkyries, their work capturing the blend of beauty and power that defines these mythical maidens. Paintings from the Romantic era often depict Valkyries in moments of sublime grace, their forms almost angelic, their expressions serene yet determined. In these works, the Valkyries are shown amidst swirling clouds and shafts of light, their descent onto the battlefield portrayed as a divine intervention. Sculptures bring the Valkyries to life in 3 dimensions, their forms carved from stone or cast in bronze. These sculptures often capture the Valkyries in mid-motion, their muscles taut, their eyes focused. The details of their armor and weapons are rendered with painstaking precision, each piece telling a part of their story. In these statues, the Valkyries stand as eternal guardians, their presence a reminder of the values they embody, bravery, honor, and the sacred duty to the fallen. Even in literature and modern media, the Valkyries continue to captivate. Writers and filmmakers depict them as warriors of unparalleled skill, their beauty matched only by their deadly prowess. In these stories, the Valkyries are often shown leading the charge, their battle cries ringing out over the din of combat, their figures a blur of motion and light. They are both characters and symbols, their presence adding a layer of depth and meaning to the tales they inhabit. The Valkyries' physical descriptions and attributes are more than just features, they are symbols of their divine nature and their sacred duty. Their beauty is a reflection of their nobility, their armor and weapons a testament to their role as warriors. The artistic representations of the Valkyries, from ancient carvings to modern media, capture the essence of these mythical maidens, their presence a reminder of the values that defined the Norse people. As the mist lifts and the battlefield fades, the image of the Valkyries remains, etched into the heart and mind. They are the shining maidens of Norse mythology, their beauty and power a testament to the enduring spirit of the warrior. Through the ages, their legend lives on, a beacon of hope, a symbol of honor, and a reminder of the divine grace that guides the brave to their final rest. In the heart of battle, where courage meets chaos and valor stands against the shadow of death, there are figures that command both awe and fear. These are the Valkyries, their powers a blend of the divine and the fierce. Their abilities are not merely gifts, they are the embodiment of their sacred duty, a testament to their role as the choosers of the slain. The Valkyries possess a range of supernatural abilities that set them apart from mortals and even many gods. One of their most remarkable powers is their ability to traverse the 9 worlds with ease. They can move between realms, crossing the boundaries that separate Asgard from Midgard and Midgard from Helheim. This power is not just a means of travel, it is a symbol of their role as guides between life and death, as they carry the souls of fallen warriors to their eternal rest. They are often depicted riding winged horses, which can soar through the sky and carry them swiftly across vast distances. These horses, like the Valkyries themselves, are imbued with magic, their hooves barely touching the ground as they gallop through the air. This power of flight allows the Valkyries to descend onto battlefields with the speed of a storm, their presence sudden and overwhelming. Another of their profound abilities is their gift of foresight. The Valkyries can see the fate of warriors, knowing who will fall in battle and who will survive. This knowledge guides their choices as they decide which souls to carry to Valhalla. Their foresight is not a burden but a responsibility, one they bear with solemn grace. They look into the hearts of men and see their courage, their honor, and their destiny. Their combat abilities are unparalleled. Valkyries are warriors of exceptional skill, their prowess in battle unmatched. They wield weapons that are extensions of their power, swords that can cut through the strongest armor, and spears that fly true to their mark. Their strength is not merely physical, it is born of their divine nature, their connection to Odin, and their role as his chosen maidens. They fight with a ferocity that is both terrifying and beautiful, their movements a dance of death and honor. One of the most poignant of their abilities is their power to heal. Valkyries can mend wounds and soothe the suffering of the fallen. This power is not just physical, it is also spiritual. They lift the spirits of dying warriors, offering them comfort in their final moments. This healing touch is a gift of mercy, a testament to the compassion that lies beneath their warrior exterior. Valkyries are also endowed with the ability to inspire. Their presence on the battlefield can turn the tide of war, their courage igniting a fire in the hearts of those who fight. Warriors who see the Valkyries are filled with a sense of purpose and valor, driven to fight with greater ferocity and honor. This ability to inspire is perhaps one of their most subtle yet powerful gifts, a reminder of the divine light that guides them. They are also said to possess the power of transformation. Some tales describe Valkyries taking the form of swans, their ethereal beauty hidden beneath the guise of these graceful birds. This power of transformation allows them to move unseen, to watch over the battlefield from above, their keen eyes missing nothing. It is a symbol of their connection to both the earthly and the divine, their ability to navigate the space between worlds. Valkyries are more than their powers, they are the embodiment of the ideals that the Norse people held dear. Their supernatural abilities are reflections of their role as guardians and guides, as warriors and healers. They are the bridge between life and death, their powers a testament to their sacred duty. In their hands, the fate of warriors is decided, their abilities ensuring that the bravest are honored in death as they were in life. As the sun sets over the battlefield, casting long shadows over the fallen, the Valkyries stand as sentinels of honor and valor. Their powers are a beacon of hope, a promise of glory for those who fight with courage and integrity. They are the shining maidens of Norse mythology, their abilities a testament to the divine grace that guides the brave to their final rest. Through their supernatural gifts, the Valkyries remind us of the eternal values of bravery, honor, and the sacred bond between the mortal and the divine. In the dim light of dawn, where shadows stretch across the land and the air is thick with the scent of impending battle, the Valkyries make their appearance. Their silhouettes are framed against the rising sun, and the sight of them inspires both hope and dread. The tools and weapons they bear are not mere instruments of war, they are symbols of their divine duty and their connection to the gods. Each Valkyrie is adorned in armor that gleams with an otherworldly light. This armor, forged by the hands of divine craftsmen, is a perfect blend of beauty and function. Crafted from materials unknown to mortals, it offers unparalleled protection while allowing for the grace and agility that define these warrior maidens. Their helmets, often adorned with wings or intricate designs, signify their ability to transcend the earthly and the divine. These helmets are not just protective gear, they are crowns of their celestial duty, a testament to their noble purpose. The breastplates they wear are engraved with runes and symbols that speak of ancient power and protection. These markings are not merely decorative, they are imbued with magic, offering the Valkyries strength and resilience in the heat of battle. Each piece of armor is tailored to its wearer, fitting perfectly and allowing for the fluid movements that the Valkyries are known for. This armor is a second skin, a shield against the chaos of war, and a symbol of their divine mission. In their hands, the Valkyries wield weapons of immense power and significance. Their swords, often named and famed in legends, are crafted with unparalleled skill. The blades are sharp enough to cut through the toughest armor, their edges gleaming with a deadly light. These swords are not just tools of war, they are extensions of the Valkyries themselves, their names whispered in reverence and fear across the 9 worlds. The spears they carry are equally formidable. Long and perfectly balanced, these spears can be thrown with deadly accuracy or used in close combat with devastating effect. The tips of these spears are often etched with runes that enhance their power, making them weapons of both physical and magical might. To see a Valkyrie hurl a spear through the air is to witness the very essence of divine judgment in motion. Their shields are works of art as much as they are instruments of defense. Round and emblazoned with symbols of protection and strength, these shields can withstand the fiercest blows. The Valkyries use them not only to guard against attacks, but also as symbols of their role as protectors of the fallen. These shields are a barrier between life and death, their surfaces reflecting the bravery of those who fight under their watchful eyes. The symbolic significance of the Valkyries' gear cannot be overstated. Each piece of armor, each weapon, carries with it a weight of meaning and tradition. Their helmets signify their connection to the heavens, their breastplates their unyielding strength, their swords and spears their role as arbiters of fate, and their shields their duty to protect. These tools and weapons are not merely physical objects, they are embodiments of the values and duties that the Valkyries uphold. In the midst of battle, the Valkyries' presence is a beacon of hope and terror. Their armor shines like a beacon, their weapons glinting with lethal promise. To the warriors on the field, the sight of a Valkyrie is both a blessing and a curse. It is a promise of honor and death, a chance to be chosen for Valhalla, but also a reminder of the finality of fate. The Valkyries move through the chaos with purpose and grace, their gear an extension of their divine will. The tales of the Valkyries and their gear have been passed down through generations, each story adding to the legend. In the great halls of the gods and the mead halls of mortals, their deeds are recounted with awe. The sight of a Valkyrie, fully armed and ready for battle, is a vision that lingers in the minds of those who behold it, a reminder of the thin veil between life and the afterlife. In art and literature, the Valkyries are often depicted in their full battle regalia. Paintings show them descending from the heavens, their armor shining, their weapons poised for action. Sculptures capture the dynamic tension of their movements, the strength and grace that define them. These representations are more than mere images, they are tributes to the enduring power and significance of the Valkyries. The tools and weapons of the Valkyries are a testament to their role as divine warriors and protectors. Each piece is crafted with care, imbued with magic, and laden with meaning. As they stand on the battlefield, their presence is a reminder of the values that define the Norse spirit: courage, honor, and the unyielding acceptance of fate. The Valkyries, with their shining armor and deadly weapons, are the eternal guardians of these values, their legacy immortalized in the hearts and minds of those who hear their stories. As the last light of day fades and the stars begin to shine, the Valkyries remain eternal sentinels of honor and bravery. Their tools and weapons are not just instruments of war, they are symbols of the divine grace that guides the brave to their final rest. Through the ages, the legend of the Valkyries endures, their presence a beacon of hope, a symbol of the eternal bond between the mortal and the divine. In the ancient verses of the Eddic poems, where myth and history intertwine, the Valkyries emerge as some of the most enigmatic and powerful figures. Their presence is felt in the rhythms of the Poetic Edda and the stories of the Prose Edda, where their roles as choosers of the slain and servants of Odin are vividly portrayed. Through these poems, the Valkyries' strength and grace come to life, their stories echoing through time and touching the hearts of all who hear them. In the Poetic Edda, the Valkyries are often depicted as fierce and beautiful maidens who ride to the battlefield to select the bravest warriors to join Odin in Valhalla. One of the most poignant references comes from the poem Völuspá, where the seeress speaks of the Valkyries descending from the heavens, their armor gleaming, their mission clear. The imagery is powerful, painting a picture of divine beings moving through the chaos of battle with purpose and determination. The Valkyries are also prominently featured in the poem Grimnismal, where Odin, in disguise, speaks of their role in the halls of Valhalla. Here, they serve mead to the fallen heroes, their presence a reward for those who have fought bravely. The poem captures the dual nature of the Valkyries, both warriors and caretakers, fierce in battle yet gentle in their service to the honored dead. This duality is a recurring theme in the Eddic poems, highlighting the complex nature of these divine maidens. In Helgakvia Hundings Banai, the Valkyrie Sigrun takes center stage. Her love for the hero Helgi is a tale of passion and tragedy, their bond forged in the heat of battle and the depths of the heart. Sigrun's role as both a Valkyrie and a lover adds depth to her character, showing that even these divine warriors are not immune to the power of love. Her story is one of sacrifice and devotion, her actions driven by both duty and emotion. The poem is a testament to the human qualities that the Valkyries embody, making them relatable and real. The Prose Edda, compiled by Snorri Sturluson, provides further insights into the Valkyries' roles and significance. In Gylfaginning, Snorri describes the Valkyries as Odin's maidens who choose who will die and who will live in battles. This portrayal reinforces their connection to fate and the divine will, emphasizing their importance in the Norse cosmology. Snorri's work is invaluable in understanding the broader context of the Valkyries, their place within the pantheon of gods, and their impact on the mortal world. One of the most striking stories in the Prose Edda is that of Brynhildr, a Valkyrie who defies Odin's orders and is punished by being made mortal. Her story, recounted in Volsunga Saga, is one of defiance, love, and tragedy. Brynhildr's fall from grace and her subsequent love for the hero Sigurd make her one of the most compelling characters in Norse mythology. Her tale is a blend of divine and human elements, her struggles and passions reflecting the themes of honor, duty, and love that pervade the Eddic poems. The Valkyries' presence in these ancient texts is not just about their roles in battle, it is also about their influence on the lives of the heroes they choose. In the poem Hakonarmal, the Valkyries ride to bring King Hakon to Valhalla. The scene is poignant, filled with the honor and respect that the Valkyries bestow upon the fallen king. Their role as guides to the afterlife is deeply emotional, their actions a testament to the valor and honor of the warriors they choose. The Eddic poems and stories are rich with symbolism, and the Valkyries are often depicted as harbingers of fate. Their actions are guided by Odin's will, yet they also have a certain autonomy, their choices reflecting their judgment and wisdom. This balance between divine duty and personal agency makes the Valkyries fascinating characters, their stories layered with meaning and emotion. In these ancient verses, the Valkyries are more than just mythological figures, they are symbols of the values that the Norse people held dear. Courage, honor, and the acceptance of fate are embodied in their actions. Their stories are a reflection of the ideals that defined the Norse spirit. The Eddic poems capture the essence of the Valkyries, their words painting vivid pictures of these divine maidens and the roles they play in the eternal struggle between life and death. As the verses of the Eddic poems unfold, the Valkyries emerge as timeless figures, their presence as powerful and moving today as it was centuries ago. Their stories resonate with the same intensity, their actions evoking the same mix of awe and reverence. Through the poetic and prose Edda, the Valkyries continue to inspire, their tales a reminder of the enduring power of courage, honor, and the sacred duty that transcends time and space. In the eerie stillness before dawn, when the world holds its breath and the fate of warriors hangs in the balance, the Valkyries begin their ride. Emerging from the mist, they are an awe-inspiring sight, their forms outlined against the pale light of the rising sun. The air crackles with anticipation, as if the very fabric of reality trembles at their approach. The Valkyries, fierce and resolute, descend upon the battlefield with a presence that commands both reverence and fear. In the heart of battle, the Valkyries are like storms, their movements swift and precise. Clad in armor that gleams with an unearthly light, they ride majestic steeds that seem to float above the chaos below. Their helmets, adorned with wings or intricate designs, lend them an otherworldly grace. As they move through the throng of combatants, their eyes, sharp and unwavering, seek out the bravest of souls. Their arrival is heralded by the sound of their winged horses' hooves, a rhythmic drumming that reverberates through the air. Warriors, caught in the heat of combat, glance up in awe and desperation, for to see a Valkyrie is to glimpse one's fate. With swords that glint like lightning and spears that pierce the air with deadly accuracy, the Valkyries engage in battle not as mere participants, but as arbiters of destiny. Their war duties are a sacred charge, entrusted to them by Odin himself. They are the choosers of the slain, tasked with selecting the souls of the most valiant warriors to join the honored ranks of Valhalla. Each decision is a blend of divine insight and personal judgment, a delicate balance between duty and compassion. The warriors they choose are not just the strongest, but those whose courage and honor shine brightest in the crucible of combat. As they move through the battlefield, the Valkyries' presence has a profound effect on those who witness them. The sight of these divine maidens, so fierce and beautiful, fills the hearts of warriors with a mix of fear and hope. They fight with renewed vigor, driven by the desire to prove their worth, to earn a place among the chosen. The Valkyries, with their unerring sense of justice, bestow honor upon the fallen, ensuring that their bravery is remembered and celebrated. The symbolism of the Valkyries' war duties extends beyond the battlefield. They are not just warriors, they are the bridge between the mortal and the divine, the living and the dead. Their actions carry a weight of meaning that transcends the immediate context of battle. By choosing the slain, they affirm the values of courage, honor, and sacrifice. They remind the living that death is not an end, but a transformation, a passage to a new realm of existence where the bravest are rewarded. In the ancient sagas and poems, the ride of the Valkyries is depicted with a mix of awe and reverence. Their descriptions are vivid and evocative, capturing the intensity of their presence. The Valkyries' ride is a manifestation of divine will, a reminder of the interconnectedness of fate and valor. Each warrior they choose is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Norse people, a reflection of the ideals that shaped their world. The Valkyries' war duties are imbued with a sense of sacredness. Their choices are guided by a deep understanding of the warrior's heart, a recognition of the qualities that make a hero. In the midst of battle, where life and death intermingle, the Valkyries stand as sentinels of honor and bravery. Their actions are a celebration of the human spirit, a tribute to the unyielding courage that defines true warriors. Through their ride, the Valkyries also symbolize the inevitability of fate. Their presence is a reminder that each warrior's destiny is woven into the fabric of the cosmos, that their actions and choices resonate beyond the mortal plane. The Valkyries, with their unerring sense of purpose, navigate this intricate web of fate, their decisions shaping the course of history and legend. The image of the Valkyries in battle, their forms radiant and fearsome, is a powerful one. It speaks to the eternal struggle between light and darkness, valor and fear. As they move through the fray, their weapons striking with precision, they embody the ideals of justice and honor. Their ride is a dance of death and destiny, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. In the tales of the Norse, the ride of the Valkyries is a moment of profound significance. It is a time when the boundaries between the earthly and the divine blur, when the valor of mortals is recognized and rewarded by the gods. The Valkyries, with their unwavering sense of duty, ensure that the bravest are remembered, their spirits carried to the hallowed halls of Valhalla. As the battle draws to a close and the dust begins to settle, the Valkyries gather the souls of the fallen. Their ride, fierce and swift, is a journey of honor and remembrance. They carry with them the legacy of those who fought with courage, their actions a tribute to the enduring values of the Norse. The Valkyries' war duties, filled with symbolism and sacredness, are a testament to the timeless ideals of bravery, honor, and the unbreakable bond between the mortal and the divine. In the chaos of battle, where swords clash and shields splinter, the Valkyries ride with purpose and grace. Their eyes, sharp and discerning, scan the battlefield, seeking out the souls worthy of Valhalla. Each choice they make is a delicate balance between destiny and valor, their role as choosers of the slain a sacred duty bestowed upon them by Odin. The process of selecting warriors is not just an act of divine will, it is a profound recognition of the bravery and honor that define a true hero. Amidst the tumult, a Valkyrie descends, her armor gleaming with an ethereal light. She moves with a fluidity that belies the weight of her task, her presence both awe-inspiring and comforting. To the warriors fighting below, her arrival is a beacon of hope, a sign that their deeds have not gone unnoticed. The Valkyrie observes each combatant with a keen eye, her senses attuned to the qualities that mark a soul for Valhalla. The criteria for selection are not solely based on strength or skill, they encompass the essence of the warrior's spirit. Valor, honor, and unwavering courage are the hallmarks of those chosen by the Valkyries. A warrior who stands firm in the face of overwhelming odds, who fights not for glory but for a cause greater than himself, captures the attention of these divine maidens. The purity of heart and the nobility of purpose are as crucial as the prowess displayed in combat. In this moment of reckoning, the Valkyrie reaches out, her touch light yet imbued with power. The warrior feels a surge of warmth and recognition, a connection to something far greater than the battlefield. The Valkyrie's choice is a testament to the warrior's worthiness, a validation of his bravery and sacrifice. It is not just a selection, it is an invitation to join the ranks of the honored dead in Valhalla, where the bravest souls feast and fight in preparation for the final battle at Ragnarok. The significance of this selection extends beyond the individual warrior. It is a celebration of the values that the Norse people held dear. Courage in the face of adversity, the unyielding pursuit of honor, and the willingness to lay down one's life for a noble cause are virtues that transcend time and space. The Valkyries, in their role as choosers of the slain, uphold these ideals, ensuring that the legacy of the bravest warriors endures. As the battle rages on, the Valkyries continue their solemn duty. Each warrior they select is a piece of a larger tapestry, a story woven with threads of heroism and sacrifice. The process is as much about the collective spirit of the warriors as it is about individual deeds. The chosen ones join a lineage of heroes, their spirits bound by the same unbreakable code of honor and valor. For those left on the battlefield, the sight of the Valkyries offers a moment of reflection. They see in these divine figures a mirror of their highest aspirations, a reminder of what it means to live and die with honor. The Valkyries, with their unwavering sense of duty, embody the ultimate ideal of the warrior's path. Their presence is a testament to the enduring power of bravery and the eternal significance of sacrifice. In the quiet moments after the battle, when the dust begins to settle and the echoes of combat fade, the impact of the Valkyries' choices lingers. The warriors who fought with all their heart, who faced their fate with courage and dignity, find solace in the knowledge that their deeds have been recognized. The Valkyries, as choosers of the slain, carry with them the stories of these heroes, their actions a bridge between the mortal and the divine. The process of selecting warriors for Valhalla is a sacred ritual, a testament to the values that define the Norse spirit. It is a celebration of the highest virtues, a recognition of the courage and honor that elevate a soul to the halls of the gods. The Valkyries, in their role as divine arbiters, ensure that the legacy of the bravest warriors endures, their spirits honored and remembered for all time. The criteria for selection are both simple and profound. It is not enough to be strong, one must be noble. It is not enough to be skilled, one must be honorable. The Valkyries see beyond the surface, their eyes piercing the veil of mortal existence to the core of a warrior's soul. Their choices are guided by a deep understanding of what it means to be truly brave, to face the unknown with an unwavering heart. The significance of being chosen by a Valkyrie is immeasurable. It is a mark of eternal honor, a sign that a warrior's life and deeds have transcended the ordinary. Those who are selected join the ranks of the immortal heroes, their spirits destined to fight alongside the gods in the final battle. The Valkyries, with their divine insight, ensure that only the most worthy are granted this ultimate honor. In the end, the Valkyries' role as choosers of the slain is a reminder of the eternal values that define the warrior's path. Their presence on the battlefield is a symbol of the divine judgment that awaits all who fight with honor and courage. The process of selection is a sacred ritual, a testament to the enduring power of bravery and the unbreakable bond between the mortal and the divine. The Valkyries, in their unwavering dedication, uphold the highest ideals of the Norse spirit, ensuring that the legacy of the bravest warriors lives on forever. In the rich tapestry of Norse mythology, few figures stand out as brightly as the Valkyries. These divine maidens, tasked with choosing the bravest warriors to join Odin in Valhalla, are not just arbiters of fate but also central characters in some of the most poignant and powerful stories. Among these legendary figures, Brynhildr and Sigrun shine the brightest, their tales woven with threads of love, honor, and tragedy. Brynhildr's story is one of the most compelling in Norse mythology. Once a Valkyrie of great repute, she defied Odin himself. She refused to let an unworthy king win a battle, going against the Allfather's decree. As punishment, Odin stripped her of her divine status and cast her into a deep sleep, surrounded by a ring of fire that only the bravest hero could cross. This hero was Sigurd, the dragon slayer, whose courage and purity of heart allowed him to awaken Brynhildr. Their love story is both beautiful and tragic. Upon waking, Brynhildr and Sigurd fell deeply in love, their bond forged in the crucible of destiny. Yet, their happiness was short-lived, as Sigurd was tricked into marrying another. Heartbroken and consumed by betrayal, Brynhildr's tale turns dark. Her love for Sigurd transformed into a powerful, tragic rage, leading to his death and ultimately her own. The story of Brynhildr and Sigurd is a timeless tale of love, betrayal, and the devastating consequences of fate's cruel twists. Sigrun's tale, though equally poignant, unfolds differently. She, too, was a Valkyrie of remarkable strength and grace, who fell in love with the hero Helgi. Their story is one of passion and loyalty, a bond that defies even death. Sigrun met Helgi on the battlefield, and their love blossomed amidst the chaos of war. Their union was not just of hearts, but also of honor and valor, each seeing in the other a reflection of their own nobility. Their love story is marked by moments of intense emotion and sacrifice. Sigrun's devotion to Helgi was so profound that she chose to defy her own destiny for him. When Helgi was killed in battle, her grief was overwhelming, yet her love for him transcended the boundaries of life and death. According to the legend, Helgi's spirit returned to Sigrun, and they shared a brief, bittersweet reunion before he was called back to Valhalla. Sigrun's loyalty and unwavering love made her story one of the most touching in Norse mythology, a testament to the enduring power of true love. Beyond Brynhildr and Sigrun, there are other notable Valkyries whose stories add depth to the Norse myths. Hildr, for instance, is a Valkyrie associated with the eternal battle. She had the power to revive the dead on the battlefield, ensuring that the fight would continue indefinitely. Her story highlights the relentless nature of war and the Valkyrie's role in perpetuating the cycle of valor and death. Another notable Valkyrie is Gondel, who appears in various sagas and poems. She is often depicted as a fierce warrior, her choices on the battlefield reflecting the intricate balance of fate and justice. Gondel's presence in these stories underscores the Valkyrie's integral role in the Norse cosmology, as both judges and participants in the eternal struggle between good and evil. The impact of these Valkyries on Norse myths is profound. They embody the ideals of courage, loyalty, and honor that were central to the Norse way of life. Their stories are not just tales of individual heroism, but also reflections of the broader themes of fate and destiny. The Valkyrie's ability to choose the slain signifies the Norse belief in predestination and the idea that the bravest warriors are destined for greatness, both in life and in the afterlife. The Valkyries also serve as intermediaries between the mortal and divine realms. Their choices on the battlefield have lasting implications, not just for the warriors they select, but for the balance of power in the cosmic struggle. By guiding the souls of the bravest to Valhalla, they ensure that Odin's army remains strong, ready for the final battle at Ragnarok. Their stories, filled with love, tragedy, and honor, resonate with timeless human emotions. Brynhildr's defiance and tragic love, Sigrun's unwavering loyalty, and the relentless determination of Valkyries like Hildr and Gondel all contribute to the rich and intricate tapestry of Norse mythology. These tales evoke a sense of awe and reverence, reminding us of the enduring power of bravery, love, and fate. Through their actions and choices, the Valkyries leave an indelible mark on the myths they inhabit. Their stories are a testament to the complexity of the human spirit and the timeless values that define true heroism. In the legends of Brynhildr, Sigrun, and their sisters, we find echoes of our own struggles and triumphs, a reminder that the pursuit of honor and love transcends the boundaries of time and myth. In the heart of Norse mythology, amidst the tales of gods and heroes, lies the profound relationship between the Valkyries and Odin. This bond, forged in the fires of war and destiny, is one of the most captivating and poignant aspects of these ancient stories. The Valkyries, those ethereal maidens who soar over battlefields, are not merely divine beings, they are Odin's chosen, his trusted emissaries who bridge the mortal and the divine. Odin, the All-Father, is the wise and enigmatic ruler of the gods. His quest for knowledge and power is unending, and it is through the Valkyries that he exerts his influence over the fate of warriors. The Valkyries are his eyes and ears on the battlefield, selecting the bravest souls to join him in Valhalla. This role is not just a duty, it is a sacred trust, an extension of Odin's will and vision. The bond between Odin and the Valkyries is rooted in mutual respect and a shared purpose. Odin's wisdom and foresight guide the Valkyries in their mission. He imparts to them the knowledge of who is worthy of Valhalla, and in return, they carry out his commands with unwavering loyalty. The Valkyrie selections are not random, they are guided by Odin's deep understanding of destiny and valor. Each warrior chosen for Valhalla is part of a greater plan, a piece of the puzzle in the preparation for Ragnarok, the final battle. Odin's role as their leader is both paternal and commanding. He is a father figure, imparting wisdom and guidance, but also a stern commander, whose decisions shape the very fabric of fate. The Valkyries, in their celestial beauty and fierce resolve, reflect Odin's own complexity. They are not just warriors, they are scholars of destiny, chosen for their ability to discern the worthiest among men. Their actions are a direct manifestation of Odin's will, their choices reflecting his deep, often inscrutable wisdom. The relationship between Odin and the Valkyries is also marked by moments of tenderness and profound connection. In the sagas, Odin often interacts with the Valkyries, bestowing upon them his insights and blessings. These moments highlight the deep bond they share, a bond that goes beyond mere duty. It is a connection built on trust, respect, and a shared vision of the future. Yet, this relationship is not without its complexities. The Valkyries, while loyal to Odin, are also beings of their own will and emotions. Brynhildr's story, for instance, illustrates the tension that can arise. Her defiance of Odin's command, driven by her own sense of justice, leads to her tragic fall from grace. This act of rebellion is not just a moment of personal tragedy but a reflection of the intricate dynamics between the Valkyries and Odin. It shows that while they are his chosen, they are not mere puppets, they are beings with their own sense of right and wrong. Odin's leadership over the Valkyries is a delicate balance of authority and guidance. He entrusts them with the sacred duty of selecting the bravest souls, knowing that their choices will shape the future. This trust is a testament to his understanding of their capabilities and their judgment. The Valkyries, in turn, carry out their duties with a reverence for Odin's wisdom and a deep sense of responsibility. The Valkyries' loyalty to Odin is profound, but it is not blind. They follow his commands because they understand the gravity of their mission and the wisdom behind his decisions. This loyalty is born out of respect for Odin's knowledge and a shared commitment to the greater good. The Valkyries' role in selecting warriors for Valhalla is not just an act of service to Odin, it is a fulfillment of a shared vision of preparing for the final battle, ensuring that the bravest and most honorable are ready to fight alongside the gods. The impact of Odin's leadership on the Valkyries is evident in their actions and their stories. Each Valkyrie embodies a piece of Odin's wisdom, his vision, and his understanding of destiny. Their selections on the battlefield are a direct reflection of Odin's own judgment, their choices guided by the Allfather's profound insights. In the quiet moments, away from the chaos of battle, the Valkyries reflect on their sacred duty and their bond with Odin. They understand the weight of their mission, the trust that has been placed in them. Their relationship with Odin is a source of strength and purpose, a guiding light in their eternal quest to uphold the values of bravery and honor. The Valkyries and Odin, together, represent the intricate dance of fate and free will, of divine wisdom and mortal valor. Their bond is a testament to the profound connection between the gods and their chosen emissaries, a relationship built on trust, respect, and a shared vision of destiny. Through their actions, the Valkyries honor Odin's wisdom and ensure that the legacy of the bravest warriors endures, ready to stand with the gods in the final battle. In the grand pantheon of Norse mythology, the Valkyries stand as captivating figures, not only for their roles on the battlefield but also for their intricate interactions with other gods and goddesses. Their relationships with these deities are woven with threads of respect, influence, and a shared destiny, creating a tapestry of divine connections that shape the fate of the cosmos. The Valkyries' connection with Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and war, is particularly significant. Freya, like Odin, has a claim over the souls of fallen warriors. Half of those chosen by the Valkyries go to her hall, Folklore, while the other half go to Odin's Valhalla. This dual guardianship of the slain signifies a deep bond between Freya and the Valkyries, one that is marked by mutual respect and shared purpose. Freya's own warrior spirit resonates with the Valkyries, as she is not just a deity of love, but also a fierce leader in battle. This duality mirrors the Valkyries' own nature, embodying both beauty and ferocity. The Valkyries' influence extends to their interactions with other gods, such as Thor, the god of thunder. Thor, with his immense strength and protective nature, often finds himself in battles where the Valkyries are present. Their roles complement each other, Thor as the protector of Asgard and Midgard, and the Valkyries as the choosers of the slain. There is a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect between them, as both are dedicated to preserving the balance and honor of their realms. The Valkyries' presence on the battlefield, alongside Thor, signifies the combined might and valor of the gods in the face of chaos and destruction. Their interactions with Loki, the trickster god, are more complex. Loki's unpredictable nature and penchant for mischief often bring him into conflict with the Valkyries' sense of order and duty. Yet, there are moments when even Loki's cunning is acknowledged as necessary in the grand scheme of things. The Valkyries' relationship with Loki is one of wary respect, understanding that his actions, however disruptive, play a role in the unfolding of destiny. This dynamic adds a layer of tension and intrigue to their interactions, highlighting the delicate balance between chaos and order. The Valkyries also have profound connections with lesser-known deities and spirits. For example, they are often seen in the company of the Norns, the weavers of fate. The Norns, who determine the destinies of gods and men, share a symbiotic relationship with the Valkyries. While the Norns spin the threads of fate, the Valkyries enact these destinies on the battlefield, choosing those who will join the ranks of the honored dead. This collaboration underscores the Valkyries' role as executors of divine will, bridging the gap between mortal actions and the cosmic order. The Valkyries' influence on divine events and decisions is profound. Their selections of fallen warriors are not mere acts of valor, but strategic choices that impact the balance of power among the gods. Every soul chosen for Valhalla or Folkvanger strengthens the armies of Odin and Freya, preparing for the ultimate confrontation at Ragnarok. The Valkyries' decisions are thus imbued with a weight of responsibility, their choices echoing through the halls of the divine. Their interactions with other goddesses, like Sif and Idun, further highlight their multifaceted roles. Sif, the wife of Thor and a symbol of fertility and family, represents the domestic side of the warrior culture. The Valkyrie's presence in her life signifies the balance between home and battle, life and death. Similarly, Idun, the goddess of youth and rejuvenation, interacts with the Valkyries through the lens of renewal. The warriors chosen by the Valkyries are granted a form of eternal life in Valhalla, a renewal of their warrior spirit, aligning with Idun's gifts of immortality. The Valkyries' presence in the Divine Council, where gods convene to make decisions, cannot be understated. They are not mere spectators, but active participants whose insights and experiences shape the deliberations. Their first-hand knowledge of the battlefield and the valor of warriors provides invaluable perspectives in the divine assembly. This active participation ensures that the voices of the fallen, and by extension the mortal world, are represented in the halls of the gods. In moments of divine crisis, such as the lead-up to Ragnarok, the Valkyries' roles become even more crucial. Their ability to foresee and influence outcomes through their choices of the slain becomes a pivotal aspect of the gods' strategies. The gods rely on the Valkyries to strengthen their ranks and to ensure that only the most valorous and capable warriors stand beside them in the final battle. This trust and reliance on the Valkyries highlight their integral role in the divine hierarchy. Through their interactions with other deities, the Valkyries exemplify the interconnectedness of all beings in Norse mythology. Their relationships with gods and goddesses are not just about power dynamics, but also about shared values, mutual respect, and a collective commitment to the preservation and honor of the cosmos. The Valkyries' influence on divine events and decisions is a testament to their importance, not just as warriors, but as guardians of fate and destiny. In the grand narrative of Norse mythology, the Valkyries stand as bridge figures, connecting the mortal and the divine, the present and the eternal. Their relationships with other gods and goddesses enrich the mythos, adding layers of complexity and emotion. The Valkyries' presence is a reminder of the delicate balance of power, the interplay of fate and free will, and the enduring pursuit of honor and valor. Their legacy is etched in the stories of gods and men, a testament to their enduring influence and the timeless power of their role in the cosmos. In the Grand Hall of Valhalla, where echoes of past battles mingle with the songs of eternal glory, the Valkyries play a role both vital and intimate. These celestial maidens, who once soared over the battlefields to select the bravest warriors, now find themselves guiding and nurturing these same souls. The Einherjar, those chosen for their unmatched valor, are more than mere spirits of the dead. They are the hope and strength for the gods in the impending doom of Ragnarok. Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain, is not just a resting place but a training ground for the Einherjar. Each day, these warriors engage in fierce battles, honing their skills and pushing their limits. They fight with a fervor that rivals their mortal lives, knowing that their ultimate test awaits. And in this daily cycle of combat and camaraderie, the Valkyries are their constant companions, mentors, and caretakers. The Valkyries' role in training the Einherjar is multifaceted. They are the ones who organize the battles, ensuring that each warrior is challenged and prepared. Their knowledge of warfare is unparalleled, having witnessed countless battles across ages. This wisdom is imparted to the Einherjar, guiding them in strategies and techniques that will be crucial when the final battle arrives. The Valkyries' presence on the training fields is a blend of authority and inspiration, pushing the warriors to be their best while reminding them of the honor that brought them to Valhalla. Beyond training, the Valkyries also serve the Einherjar in a more personal and nurturing capacity. They ensure that after the day's battles, the warriors are tended to with care. They serve them mead, the drink of the gods, which rejuvenates and strengthens them for the next day's trials. This act of serving is not merely about sustenance, it is a ritual that reinforces the bond between the Valkyries and the Einherjar. The mead they pour is a symbol of their shared purpose and the divine mission that binds them together. The Valkyries' relationship with the Einherjar is one of deep respect and mutual admiration. These warriors, who fought with unparalleled bravery in their mortal lives, are honored not just as soldiers but as heroes who will stand alongside the gods in the final battle. The Valkyries, in turn, are seen as more than guides. They are the guardians of the warriors' spirits, ensuring they are always at their peak, both physically and mentally. As the specter of Ragnarok looms ever closer, the significance of the Valkyries' role becomes even more pronounced. Ragnarok, the end of the world, is a battle that will decide the fate of gods and men. The Einherjar are the frontline defense, the chosen few who will fight against the forces of chaos and destruction. The Valkyries, in their unwavering dedication, are the ones preparing these warriors for that cataclysmic event. Each training session, each piece of wisdom shared, each cup of mead served is a step towards readiness for Ragnarok. The Valkyries instilled in the Einherjar the understanding that their valor is not just for glory but for the survival of all that is sacred. They remind them of the stakes, of the loved ones they left behind, and the worlds that depend on their courage and strength. The bond between the Valkyries and the Einherjar is also a source of emotional strength. The impending battle is a source of anxiety and fear, even for the bravest souls. The Valkyries, with their presence and guidance, provide a sense of reassurance. They are a constant reminder that these warriors are not alone. They are part of a greater plan, a divine army destined to fight for the light. The daily rituals in Valhalla, from the morning battles to the evening feasts, are imbued with a sense of purpose and destiny. The Valkyries ensure that this sense of purpose remains unwavering. They celebrate the small victories in training, they console the weary, and they inspire the hesitant. Their leadership is not just about preparing for war, it is about building a community of heroes who are ready to face the end of the world together. As Ragnarok approaches, the intensity of the preparations in Valhalla heightens. The Einherjar, under the watchful eyes of the Valkyries, train with a fervor that borders on the divine. Each clash of swords, each strategized maneuver is a testament to their readiness. The Valkyries, with their unyielding commitment, ensure that every warrior is ready to face the darkness that threatens to engulf all. In the final moments before Ragnarok, when the horns of Asgard sound the call to arms, the Valkyries will stand with the Einherjar, not just as guides, but as comrades. Their role in training and serving the Einherjar culminates in this ultimate test of their combined strength and valor. The bond they have forged through years of preparation will be the cornerstone of their collective resolve. The Valkyries and the Einherjar, united in purpose and spirit, represent the hope of the gods. Their journey together in Valhalla is a testament to the power of honor, courage, and unwavering dedication. As they stand on the precipice of Ragnarok, ready to face the end, they embody the true essence of Norse mythology, the eternal struggle for glory and the enduring fight against the darkness. In the fog-laden mornings of the Viking Age, where the scent of sea salt and the clang of metal filled the air, the tales of Valkyries held a place of reverence and awe. These fierce maidens, with their ethereal beauty and warrior prowess, were more than just mythical figures, they were woven into the very fabric of the Viking worldview. The image of Valkyries choosing the bravest warriors on the battlefield was a source of both inspiration and solace for Viking warriors as they faced the perils of their tumultuous lives. The Viking Age, spanning from the late 8th century to the early 11th century, was a time of exploration, conquest, and relentless warfare. Vikings set sail across treacherous waters, seeking new lands and treasures, driven by a spirit of adventure and a thirst for glory. In this era of constant conflict, the belief in Valkyries offered a profound sense of purpose and honor. To be chosen by a Valkyrie was the ultimate reward, a promise of eternal glory in Valhalla, where the bravest of souls would feast and fight until the end of days. Historical records from this period, though fragmented and often written by the Vikings' adversaries, provide glimpses into the deep-seated belief in Valkyries. The sagas and Eddas, compiled in later centuries but rooted in oral traditions from the Viking Age, recount numerous tales of these celestial maidens. Warriors would often invoke the Valkyries before battle, seeking their favor and protection. The very thought of being watched over by such powerful beings infused Viking warriors with an indomitable spirit, making them fierce and fearless in combat. Archaeological findings also shed light on the significance of Valkyries in Viking society. Burial sites of esteemed warriors often contain grave goods that suggest a belief in the afterlife and the honor of being chosen by a Valkyrie. Swords, shields, and armor, meticulously crafted and richly decorated, were placed beside the fallen, symbols of their readiness to join the ranks of the Einherjar in Valhalla. In some graves, amulets and carvings depicting Valkyries have been discovered, further attesting to their revered status. One such remarkable finding is the Oseberg ship burial, dating back to the early 9th century. This magnificent ship, which served as the final resting place for two noble women, contained an array of artifacts, including textiles and tapestries that feature depictions of Valkyries. These illustrations portray the Valkyries as majestic figures, riding their steeds with grace and purpose, reinforcing their role as divine choosers of the slain. The burial itself, with its grandeur and opulence, underscores the importance of the Valkyries in guiding the honored dead to their eternal abode. Another significant discovery is the Tjangvide image stone from Gotland, Sweden. This stone, dating back to the 8th century, vividly depicts a Valkyrie offering a drinking horn to a warrior, welcoming him to Valhalla. The image encapsulates the essence of the Valkyries' role, not only as warriors but as gracious hostesses, ensuring that the brave souls are honored and cared for in the afterlife. Such visual representations in Viking art and iconography highlight the deep cultural and spiritual significance of Valkyries. The belief in Valkyries also extended beyond the battlefield, permeating various aspects of Viking life. Valkyries were seen as protectors and guides, their presence invoked in rituals and ceremonies. They were believed to possess the power to influence the outcomes of battles, guiding the fates of warriors with their divine wisdom. This belief system fostered a sense of unity and purpose among Viking communities, binding them together in their pursuit of honor and glory. The stories of Valkyries were not just tales of divine intervention but reflections of the Vikings' own values and aspirations. The Valkyries embodied the ideals of courage, loyalty, and sacrifice, virtues that were deeply cherished in Viking society. Their narratives served as moral compasses, guiding warriors to live and die with honor. The imagery of Valkyries swooping down on the battlefield, choosing the most valiant souls, was a powerful reminder of the eternal quest for greatness and the enduring legacy of heroism. In the harsh and unpredictable world of the Vikings, where life was often fleeting and brutal, the belief in Valkyries offered a sense of continuity and hope. It was a belief that transcended the physical realm, connecting the mortal and the divine, the present and the eternal. The Valkyries were seen as guardians of the soul, their presence a comforting assurance that death was not the end but a gateway to eternal honor and valor. Even today, the legacy of the Valkyries continues to captivate and inspire. Their stories have transcended the centuries, finding their place in modern interpretations of Norse mythology. The ancient carvings, the sagas, and the archaeological treasures all serve as testament to the enduring power of the Valkyries in the collective imagination. They remain symbols of strength, bravery, and the relentless pursuit of honor, timeless figures whose presence echoes through the ages. In every piece of historical evidence, from the grand ship burials to the intricately carved stones, the Valkyries stand as a testament to the profound belief in the afterlife and the honor of being chosen. They are a reminder of the Vikings' indomitable spirit, their unwavering commitment to valor, and their deep-seated belief in the power of the divine. The Valkyries, with their ethereal beauty and warrior strength, continue to inspire awe and reverence, their legacy etched in the annals of history. In the twilight of a Viking settlement, as the sun dipped below the horizon and shadows stretched across the land, the stories of Valkyries came alive. Around the hearth, with the warmth of the fire reflecting in their eyes, the Vikings shared tales of these divine maidens, their presence deeply woven into the fabric of their society. Valkyries, with their fierce beauty and indomitable spirit, were more than mythic figures. They were symbols of the values and beliefs that defined Viking culture. In Viking culture, Valkyries held a place of reverence and admiration. They were seen as the ultimate warriors, embodying the virtues of bravery, honor, and loyalty. These celestial beings, who rode through the skies to choose the bravest warriors, inspired the Vikings to live and fight with a valor that would earn them a place in Valhalla. The very thought of being selected by a Valkyrie was a powerful motivator, driving warriors to feats of extraordinary courage on the battlefield. The influence of Valkyries extended beyond the battlefield, permeating various aspects of Viking society. In everyday life, their presence was felt in rituals and practices that celebrated the warrior spirit. Before battles, Viking warriors would invoke the Valkyries, seeking their favor and protection. They believed that these divine maidens had the power to influence the outcome of battles, guiding the fates of warriors with their celestial wisdom. This belief fostered a sense of unity and purpose, binding the community together in their collective pursuit of honor and glory. In rituals and ceremonies, the representation of Valkyries was a testament to their revered status. During funerals, especially those of esteemed warriors, the imagery of Valkyries played a crucial role. Elaborate burial rites, complete with grave goods and intricate carvings, were designed to honor the deceased and ensure their passage to Valhalla. Amulets and symbols depicting Valkyries were placed in the graves, serving as talismans that would guide the souls of the fallen to their eternal resting place. These rituals were a poignant reminder of the Vikings' belief in the afterlife and the honor of being chosen by a Valkyrie. The cultural significance of Valkyries also found expression in Viking art and iconography. Intricately carved stones and tapestries depicted scenes of Valkyries riding their steeds, their ethereal forms captured with a sense of awe and reverence. These artistic representations were not just decorative, they were profound expressions of the Vikings' spiritual beliefs and their admiration for these divine maidens. The image of a Valkyrie offering a drinking horn to a fallen warrior, welcoming him to Valhalla, was a powerful symbol of the eternal bond between the living and the divine. Valkyries also played a role in the oral traditions and storytelling of Viking society. The sagas and Eddas, rich with tales of heroism and adventure, often featured Valkyries as key figures. These stories, passed down through generations, were more than mere entertainment. They were moral compasses, teaching the values of courage, loyalty, and sacrifice. The narratives of Valkyries choosing the bravest warriors and guiding them to Valhalla resonated deeply with the Vikings, reinforcing their belief in a life of honor and valor. In the social structure of Viking society, Valkyries were seen as symbols of female strength and agency. While Viking culture was predominantly patriarchal, the tales of Valkyries offered a counterpoint, highlighting the power and influence of women. These celestial maidens, who commanded respect and fear on the battlefield, served as inspirations for Viking women. The stories of Valkyries transcended the constraints of gender, celebrating the qualities of bravery and leadership that were revered in both men and women. The presence of Valkyries in Viking rituals also extended to the sacred spaces of worship. Temples and shrines dedicated to the gods often featured depictions of Valkyries, their images carved into the very stones that formed the foundation of these holy places. These representations were a testament to the integral role that Valkyries played in the spiritual life of the Vikings. Their imagery served as a reminder of the divine protection and guidance that these maidens offered, reinforcing the belief that the gods and their celestial servants were ever present in the lives of the faithful. The influence of Valkyries on Viking society was also evident in the names and symbols adopted by the people. Many Viking names bore references to Valkyries, reflecting the deep-seated admiration and reverence for these divine figures. Symbols associated with Valkyries, such as the winged helmet and the shield, were often incorporated into personal adornments and weaponry. These symbols were not just decorative, they were potent reminders of the warrior ideals that the Valkyries embodied, serving as sources of inspiration and strength. In the grand tapestry of Viking life, Valkyries occupied a place of profound significance. Their influence was felt in the daily lives of the people, in the rituals and ceremonies that marked the passage of time, and in the art and stories that captured the essence of their culture. The belief in Valkyries was more than a religious or mythological construct. It was a reflection of the values and aspirations that defined Viking society. The tales of these celestial maidens, with their fierce beauty and unyielding spirit, continue to inspire and captivate, echoing through the ages as symbols of courage, honor, and eternal glory. In the flickering light of ancient fires, where stories took flight and dreams found wings, the Valkyries emerged not just as mythic figures but as vibrant icons of Viking culture. They were immortalized in art and literature, their fierce beauty and valiant spirit captured in every stroke and word. These depictions breathed life into the tales of bravery and honor, weaving a rich tapestry of emotions that resonated deeply with the hearts of those who beheld them. Viking art, with its intricate carvings and bold designs, often celebrated the presence of Valkyries. In longhouses and temples, wooden beams adorned with elaborate motifs depicted these celestial maidens riding through the skies on their magnificent steeds. Their flowing hair and shining armor conveyed a sense of both grace and power, inviting admiration from those who gazed upon them. Each carving seemed to pulse with energy, capturing the essence of the Valkyries' dual nature as both fierce warriors and compassionate guides. One of the most striking representations of Valkyries can be found in the many stones and artifacts that have survived from the Viking Age. These stones, intricately carved with scenes of battle and valor, often include Valkyries in their imagery. A notable example is the Tjangvide stone, which showcases a Valkyrie offering a drinking horn to a warrior, a powerful symbol of the bond between the living and the divine. This scene encapsulates the core of Viking belief that those chosen by Valkyries would find eternal glory and companionship in Valhalla. In addition to stone carvings, metalwork also played a significant role in depicting Valkyries. Warriors would adorn their weapons and shields with symbols associated with these divine maidens, believing that such imagery would bring them favor in battle. Amulets featuring Valkyries were crafted with care, serving as protective charms that would guide the wearers toward victory. Each piece of art was imbued with meaning, reflecting the deep-seated belief in the Valkyries' power and significance in the lives of the Vikings. Valkyries also found their place in the sagas and poetry that shaped Norse literature. These stories, rich with adventure and heroism, often featured Valkyries as central figures. The Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, two of the most important sources of Norse mythology, tell tales of Valkyries choosing the slain and guiding them to Valhalla. The narratives highlight the deep connection between bravery and the afterlife, emphasizing that to live valiantly was to earn the favor of these divine beings. In the sagas, the Valkyries are portrayed as fierce and independent, embodying the very essence of warrior spirit. Their stories often intertwine with those of legendary heroes, creating a powerful tapestry of love, sacrifice, and courage. For instance, the tale of Brynhildr, one of the most famous Valkyries, showcases her strength and determination as she defies fate and asserts her own will. Her story is not just one of glory, it is also a poignant exploration of love and loss, capturing the hearts of those who read it. The poems and stories are filled with imagery that evokes deep emotions, painting vivid pictures of battlefields where Valkyries soar overhead, selecting the bravest warriors for the afterlife. Lines describe the clash of swords, the cries of valor, and the shimmering presence of Valkyries, all intertwined in a symphony of bravery and destiny. These narratives became the lifeblood of Viking culture, passed down through generations as a source of inspiration and pride. The influence of Valkyries in literature extended beyond the Viking Age, reaching into later interpretations of Norse mythology. Poets and writers throughout history have drawn upon the rich imagery and themes associated with Valkyries, using them to explore concepts of fate, honor, and the complexity of human emotions. From Wagner's operas to modern novels, the legacy of Valkyries continues to resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of these figures and shaping our understanding of bravery and sacrifice. Art and literature became intertwined, each reflecting the other in a dance of creativity and meaning. The visual depictions of Valkyries in Viking art served to enhance the stories told in sagas and poems, while the narratives themselves breathed life into the images carved into wood and stone. Together, they forged a bond that transcended time, allowing the essence of Valkyries to endure through the ages. In every carving, every tale, and every verse, the Valkyries stand as symbols of hope, courage, and the eternal quest for honor. They inspire warriors to fight bravely, remind the faithful of the divine presence in their lives, and celebrate the indomitable spirit of those who dare to dream. As long as the stories are told and the art is created, the Valkyries will continue to soar through the skies, guiding the brave and honoring the fallen, their legacy forever etched in the hearts of those who remember. In the heart of every ancient civilization, there exist powerful figures, women who embody strength, bravery, and the spirit of the warrior. In Norse mythology, the Valkyries stand as a shining example of this fierce femininity, guiding fallen warriors to Valhalla and celebrating their bravery. But they are not alone. Across different cultures and mythologies, similar figures emerge, each reflecting the values and beliefs of their societies. These warrior maidens share common themes of courage and strength, yet they also reveal distinct differences that showcase the rich tapestry of human storytelling. The Valkyries are often depicted as divine maidens who choose the slain in battle, bringing them to the afterlife in Valhalla, where they prepare for the ultimate battle of Ragnarok. Their presence is marked by a blend of beauty and power, embodying both grace and ferocity. They ride through the skies, guiding warriors with a fierce determination, embodying the warrior spirit that the Vikings so deeply revered. This imagery evokes a sense of honor and courage, stirring emotions in those who hear their tales. In other mythologies, we find similar figures who embody these traits. In Greek mythology, the Amazons stand out as powerful warrior women, fierce and independent, fighting alongside men in battle. These women were not just combatants, they were a symbol of strength, rejecting the traditional roles assigned to women in their society. The stories of the Amazons resonate with themes of empowerment as they challenge the status quo and demonstrate that women can be both fierce warriors and nurturing figures. The warrior goddesses of various mythologies also bear resemblance to the Valkyries. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Durga is a powerful figure, known for her fierce combat skills and her role in vanquishing evil. She rides a lion into battle, wielding multiple weapons, embodying the spirit of a warrior while also representing the divine feminine. Durga's stories echo the same themes of bravery and strength found in the tales of Valkyries, highlighting the capacity for women to take on roles traditionally reserved for men. Similarly, in Celtic mythology, the figure of the Morrigan appears as a goddess of war and fate, often associated with the battlefield. She is known to take on various forms, sometimes appearing as a crow, a symbol of death, and other times as a beautiful woman. The Morrigan's presence in battles instills fear in enemies and offers protection to her chosen warriors. Like the Valkyries, she represents the intersection of beauty and danger, embodying the complexities of war and fate. Despite these common themes of strength and warrior spirit, there are notable differences that set each of these figures apart. The Valkyries, for instance, are often tied to the concept of honor in the context of Norse beliefs. Their primary role is to select the bravest warriors who deserve a place in Valhalla, thus emphasizing the Viking belief in honor and valor in battle. In contrast, the Amazons were more focused on their independence and the rejection of male dominance, illustrating a different cultural context where women fought for their place in society rather than an afterlife. The relationship between the Valkyries and their chosen warriors also differs from that of the Amazons. Valkyries serve a divine purpose, acting as intermediaries between the mortal realm and the afterlife, while the Amazons are portrayed as fierce fighters who seek autonomy and equality in their own right. This distinction showcases the varied roles that warrior maidens play in their respective mythologies. Another significant difference lies in the nature of their powers. The Valkyries possess supernatural abilities, with the power to control fate and guide souls to the afterlife. Their strength is intertwined with their divine origins, positioning them as celestial beings who serve the gods. In contrast, figures like the Amazons and the Morrigan often possess abilities that reflect their warrior status, but they are also grounded in the earthly realm. emphasizing their connection to the human experience of struggle and empowerment. In modern interpretations, the legacy of these warrior maidens continues to inspire. The Valkyries, Amazons, and goddesses like Durga and the Morrigan serve as symbols of empowerment, showcasing the strength and resilience of women across cultures. Their stories remind us that bravery knows no gender and that the spirit of the warrior lives within all of us. As we reflect on these powerful figures, we see the common threads of courage, honor, and strength woven into the stories of Valkyries and their counterparts in other mythologies. Each figure stands as a testament to the enduring power of women in history and mythology, reminding us of the rich tapestry of human experience and the universal themes that connect us all. Through their tales, we are reminded that the spirit of the warrior can take many forms, transcending time and culture, inspiring generations to embrace their inner strength and fight for what they believe in. In the heart of the Viking Age, tales of fierce women wielding swords and shields captured the imaginations of warriors and storytellers alike. Among these remarkable figures were the Valkyries, divine maidens who guided the souls of slain heroes to Valhalla, and the shield maidens, women who fought bravely alongside men in battle. While they share common themes of strength and valor, these two groups have distinct roles in Norse warrior culture that reveal the complex tapestry of their society. Valkyries are often depicted as ethereal beings, chosen by Odin to select the bravest warriors who would fall in battle. Their names, meaning choosers of the slain, evoke a sense of divine purpose and responsibility. These maidens possess supernatural abilities, allowing them to navigate the battlefield with grace and precision, embodying both beauty and power. They ride through the skies, their presence signifying both glory and fate, as they choose those destined for Valhalla. This celestial role places them in a unique position within the warrior culture, where their decisions shape the very fabric of the afterlife. In contrast, shield maidens are rooted firmly in the mortal realm. They are women who take up arms, fighting alongside men as equals. Tales of shield maidens speak of their bravery and prowess in battle, showing that women could earn their place on the battlefield. These warriors fought for their clans and families, wielding swords and shields just as their male counterparts did. Their existence challenges the traditional notions of femininity and courage, illustrating that women were not just passive figures in Norse society, but active participants in the fierce struggles of their time. The distinctions between Valkyries and shield maidens highlight the different roles women played in Norse culture. Valkyries, as divine beings, were not only warriors but also guides to the afterlife. Their selections determined who would gain eternal honor, and their presence at battles provided a sense of divine favor. They were celebrated in songs and stories, revered as symbols of the ultimate warrior spirit, embodying the qualities that Vikings aspired to in life and death. On the other hand, shield maidens fought for the living. They took up arms not for divine selection but for the love of their people and their land. Their tales often revolve around loyalty, bravery, and sacrifice. These women were known to fight valiantly, proving that they could defend their homes and honor just as fiercely as any man. The shield maidens served as a source of inspiration for both men and women, demonstrating that courage knows no gender. Despite these distinctions, there are significant overlaps between Valkyries and shield maidens. Both groups exhibit immense bravery and skill in combat. The shield maiden's existence reinforces the values the Valkyries embody. Both represent the warrior spirit that permeated Norse culture. Just as Valkyries chose the slain to join Odin in Valhalla, shield maidens fought valiantly to secure their own legacies and honor in life. Moreover, some historical accounts and sagas suggest that certain shield maidens were believed to have been chosen by the Valkyries. These stories depict women who fought in battles, only to be rewarded by being led to Valhalla, much like their male counterparts. This overlap blurs the lines between the two groups, creating a rich narrative of female warriorhood that is celebrated in Norse mythology. The stories of shield maidens often reflect the harsh realities of Viking life. Women like Lagertha and Freydis Eriksdotter emerged as legendary figures, taking part in raids and battles, showcasing not only their skills but also their unwavering spirit. These women were not merely warriors, they were leaders, champions of their clans, and symbols of resilience. Their stories echo through history, reminding us that women in Norse society were multifaceted, possessing both the heart of a warrior and the nurturing spirit of a protector. In many ways, the existence of shield maidens challenges the conventional understanding of gender roles in Viking culture. While society often painted men as the primary warriors, shield maidens shattered these stereotypes, proving that women could engage in combat and earn respect on the battlefield. Their courage and determination inspired others to challenge the boundaries placed upon them, paving the way for future generations to embrace their strength. Ultimately, both Valkyries and shield maidens reveal the rich tapestry of Norse warrior culture, showcasing the strength and resilience of women in a world often dominated by men. The Valkyries embody divine purpose and fate, guiding the brave to their eternal reward, while shield maidens exemplify courage in the face of adversity, fighting for their people and their legacy. Together, these figures inspire a powerful narrative of female empowerment, bravery, and honor, reminding us that the spirit of the warrior lives on in all who dare to fight for what they believe in. Their stories intertwine, resonating through the ages, a testament to the enduring strength of women in the face of battle and beyond. In the shadows of ancient forests and the echoes of thunderous battles, a powerful connection between the Valkyries and fate weaves through Norse mythology. The Valkyries, those fierce maidens who ride through the skies, are not merely warriors but also guardians of destiny, intertwining their actions with the threads of fate spun by the Norns. This relationship reveals a profound understanding of life and death, bravery and choice, crafting a narrative that resonates deeply within the hearts of those who hear their tales. The Norns, three mystical beings named Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld, weave the fates of all living beings. Urd represents the past, Verdandi the present, and Skuld the future. Together, they hold the power to determine the course of each life, ensuring that every thread in the tapestry of existence is accounted for. The Valkyries, as the choosers of the slain, operate within this intricate web of fate. Their role is not just to select who will fall in battle, but to honor those whose destinies align with bravery and valor. Each choice they make sends ripples through the fabric of the universe, intertwining the fates of warriors with the will of the gods. Picture a battlefield filled with the chaos of clashing swords and the cries of warriors. In the midst of the turmoil, the Valkyries soar above, their presence a beacon of hope and determination. As they descend, their eyes scan the warriors fighting below, searching for the brave souls destined for Valhalla. In this moment, they are not just participants in battle, they are the embodiment of fate itself, guiding the fallen towards a glorious afterlife. Their choices reflect the values of the Viking culture, where honor and bravery were paramount. The Valkyries' influence on mortal destinies is a powerful reminder that actions have consequences, and that courage can change the course of one's life, or even death. When a Valkyrie chooses a warrior, it is not a random act. Each selection is a reflection of the warrior's life, their choices, and their sacrifices. In this way, the Valkyries serve as a bridge between the mortal world and the divine. They acknowledge the struggles of those who fight for their beliefs, guiding them towards the honor they deserve. In the eyes of the Valkyries, every life is significant, and every choice matters. Their selections ensure that those who embody the spirit of the warrior are rewarded, highlighting the deep connection between bravery and fate. This relationship with the Norns adds another layer of complexity to the Valkyries' role in Norse mythology. While the Norns weave the fates of all beings, the Valkyries execute the choices that shape those fates. Their decisions are influenced by the threads spun by the Norns, yet they also carry the weight of their own judgments. This duality creates a powerful dynamic where fate is not a fixed path, but a living entity that can be shaped by the actions of individuals. For the warriors chosen by the Valkyries, their destinies take on new meaning. They are granted the opportunity to fight alongside the gods in Valhalla, where they will prepare for Ragnarok, the end of the world. This chance at immortality serves as a powerful motivator, inspiring them to fight with honor and courage. In a world where death is ever present, the promise of a glorious afterlife instills a sense of purpose and determination in the hearts of these warriors. The Valkyries remind them that their lives are part of a greater narrative, where their choices and bravery hold significance in the grand tapestry of existence. However, the connection between Valkyries and fate also serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. The act of choosing a warrior also means that others will be left behind. For every soul taken to Valhalla, there are countless others who fall without recognition. This bittersweet reality echoes through the stories of the Valkyries, illustrating the harsh truths of battle and the unpredictability of fate. The Valkyries bear witness to both the triumphs and tragedies of life, highlighting the emotional weight of their role in shaping mortal destinies. As the Valkyries guide the fallen to their eternal resting place, they also carry the memories of those who fought valiantly. Their connection to the Norns adds a layer of depth to their existence, reminding us that every life has a story, and every choice is a thread in the fabric of fate. The Valkyries become more than just guardians of the slain. They are the keepers of memories, the champions of courage, and the symbols of hope in the face of death. In the end, the relationship between the Valkyries and fate embodies the essence of Norse mythology, a rich tapestry woven with threads of bravery, honor, and the inevitable cycle of life and death. The Valkyries remind us that while fate may be predetermined, our choices and actions can shape our destinies. In the heart of battle, they soar as divine figures, guiding the brave to their rightful place in the halls of Valhalla. Their legacy lives on, inspiring generations to embrace their inner strength, face their destinies, and honor the stories of those who came before them. The Valkyries serve as a powerful reminder that, in the grand design of existence, every choice matters, and every act of bravery echoes through time. In the vibrant tapestry of modern culture, the Valkyries rise like ethereal warriors, echoing the strength and bravery of ancient tales. Their legendary presence has transformed into a powerful symbol that resonates with people today, capturing the imaginations of writers, filmmakers, and artists. This transformation showcases not only the enduring nature of these fierce maidens, but also how their stories continue to inspire new generations across different mediums. In literature, the Valkyries have evolved from mere figures in Norse mythology to complex characters that embody themes of empowerment, sacrifice, and destiny. Authors weave their stories into novels that explore the rich lore of these warrior maidens. Books like The Valkyrie by Ines de la Fressange and Valkyrie by K.B. Wagers illustrate how writers draw upon the ancient narratives to create powerful female protagonists. These stories often delve into the emotional struggles of the Valkyries, highlighting their internal conflicts as they grapple with their roles as both warriors and guides of the slain. Readers are drawn into their worlds, feeling the weight of their choices and the burdens of their duties. This emotional depth allows modern audiences to connect with the Valkyries on a personal level, making them relatable figures in a contemporary context. The Valkyries have also made significant appearances in film, capturing the attention of filmmakers eager to reinterpret their legendary status. Movies like Valhalla Rising and Thor feature these fierce maidens as powerful beings who influence the fates of men. In the Thor franchise, the character of Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, embodies the spirit of these warrior women while breaking traditional molds. She is a strong and complex character who fights for her people, embodying the resilience and courage that the Valkyries represent. Her portrayal not only honors the original mythology but also modernizes it, showing how these characters can thrive in a contemporary narrative while still honoring their roots. Television shows have also embraced the Valkyries, infusing their stories with modern twists. Series like American Gods and Vikings showcase these warrior maidens in ways that resonate with today's audience. In Vikings, the character of Lagerthy embodies the warrior spirit of shield maidens while drawing parallels to the Valkyries. Her strength, leadership, and fierce loyalty echo the qualities of these mythological figures, showing that the ideals of bravery and honor transcend time. Viewers are captivated by her journey, recognizing the courage and determination that drive her actions. Beyond literature and film, the Valkyries have permeated popular culture in unexpected ways. From video games to music, their legacy continues to inspire and entertain. In video games like God of War and Assassin's Creed, Valkyries serve as formidable adversaries or allies, showcasing their power and fighting skills in a digital realm. These games allow players to engage with the Valkyries in a way that emphasizes their strength and valor, inviting players to explore the complexities of their characters through interactive storytelling. In music, artists have drawn upon the imagery and themes of the Valkyries to create powerful anthems. The song Ride of the Valkyries by Richard Wagner has become synonymous with the Valkyries, capturing their essence in a powerful orchestral composition. This piece is often used in films and popular media, evoking feelings of triumph and strength. Artists today continue to reinterpret these themes, crafting songs that celebrate the warrior spirit and the struggles of women throughout history. The modern adaptations and reinterpretations of the Valkyries serve as a testament to their timeless appeal. They represent a bridge between the past and the present, allowing audiences to engage with the rich heritage of Norse mythology while exploring contemporary themes. In a world where narratives about empowerment, courage, and identity are increasingly important, the Valkyries stand as icons of resilience, inspiring individuals to embrace their own strength and fight for their beliefs. As society evolves, so too does the portrayal of the Valkyries. They no longer remain confined to ancient tales, but are reshaped into symbols of empowerment for a new generation. These warrior maidens resonate with those who seek inspiration and strength in their lives, embodying the idea that courage can take many forms. Whether through literature, film, or music, the Valkyries remind us that our stories matter and that every choice we make shapes our destiny. In this modern landscape, the Valkyries shine brightly as powerful figures of inspiration, transcending their origins to become champions of bravery and determination. Their stories, once told in the echoes of ancient battles, now resonate in the hearts of many, igniting the spark of courage in those who dare to dream, fight, and rise against the odds. The Valkyries stand as a reminder that the spirit of the warrior is alive and well, ready to guide us through the challenges of our own lives. The Valkyries, fierce warrior maidens of Norse mythology, have inspired countless artists and musicians across centuries, creating a legacy that resonates deeply in the world of music and visual arts. Their powerful presence and dramatic stories evoke emotions that connect with audiences on a profound level. This connection transforms their mythological essence into artistic expressions that capture the imagination and stir the soul. In the realm of classical music, the Valkyries are perhaps best known through Richard Wagner's iconic opera Die Walküre. The famous piece Ride of the Valkyries is a masterful orchestral work that evokes images of these powerful women soaring across battlefields. From the first note, it grips the listener with a sense of urgency and strength, depicting the Valkyries as unstoppable forces. The music's intensity mirrors the very essence of the Valkyries, their fierce determination to choose the bravest warriors and guide them to Valhalla. Each crescendo feels like the beating of war drums, echoing the heartbeats of those who fight for glory and honor. Wagner's composition captures the dichotomy of the Valkyries. They are both agents of fate and protectors of the slain. As the haunting melodies fill the air, listeners can almost envision the Valkyries riding through the stormy skies, their hair whipping in the wind, resolute and strong. This vivid imagery has led to Ride of the Valkyries becoming a staple in popular culture, often used in films and television to convey bravery, triumph, and the spirit of battle. Beyond Wagner, many contemporary composers and musicians have drawn inspiration from the Valkyries, weaving their stories into modern compositions. Bands like Lindsey Stirling blend classical violin with electronic music, creating energetic pieces that honor the warrior spirit of the Valkyries. The fusion of traditional and contemporary styles brings these ancient figures into the present, resonating with a new generation of listeners. These artists often focus on themes of empowerment and resilience, echoing the Valkyries' role as champions of the fallen. In visual arts, the Valkyries have also found a powerful voice. From ancient tapestries to modern paintings, their fierce imagery has captivated artists across time. Artists like John William Waterhouse have depicted the Valkyries in ways that emphasize their beauty and strength. Waterhouse's paintings showcase them in dynamic poses, often surrounded by symbols of battle and valor, such as swords and shields. These representations evoke a sense of awe and admiration, capturing the viewer's attention and inviting them into the world of Norse mythology. Contemporary artists have reinterpreted the Valkyries, infusing their works with modern sensibilities while honoring the essence of these warrior maidens. Sculptors create stunning pieces that highlight their grace and strength, using materials that reflect the raw power of their character. These sculptures often feature intricate details, capturing the emotion of the Valkyrie stories, tales of bravery, sacrifice, and the bond between warriors. Each brushstroke or chisel mark reflects the artist's understanding of the Valkyrie's enduring spirit, breathing life into these figures. Street artists, too, have embraced the Valkyries, incorporating their imagery into urban landscapes. Murals featuring Valkyries can be found in cities around the world, blending mythology with modern culture. These vibrant works tell stories of empowerment and resilience, celebrating the strength of women while paying homage to the fierce maidens of the past. The Valkyries become symbols of hope and inspiration for those who see them, reminding viewers that courage and determination can manifest in many forms. The influence of the Valkyries extends beyond music and visual arts. They have become iconic figures representing the strength and resilience of women. Through their depictions in various art forms, they inspire discussions about gender, empowerment, and the multifaceted roles of women in history and mythology. Artists often reinterpret the Valkyries in ways that challenge traditional narratives, highlighting their agency and complexity. This transformation adds layers of meaning to their stories, inviting audiences to reflect on their own experiences and the struggles they face in their lives. The emotional connection to the Valkyries transcends time and culture, as they symbolize the fight against adversity and the celebration of life. Whether in the soaring melodies of classical music or the vibrant colors of modern murals, the essence of the Valkyries continues to resonate. They remind us of the bravery that lies within us all, the strength to rise in the face of challenges, and the power of choice in shaping our destinies. As artists continue to find inspiration in the Valkyries, they not only honor their mythological origins but also breathe new life into their stories, ensuring that these warrior maidens remain relevant in today's world. The enduring legacy of the Valkyries in music and art serves as a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the timeless allure of powerful narratives that inspire and uplift. The Valkyries, often portrayed as fierce and powerful maidens of Norse mythology, hold a unique place in discussions about femininity and strength. These warrior women, who chose the slain and guided them to Valhalla, can be seen through a feminist lens, offering rich ground for analysis and reinterpretation. Their stories resonate deeply, challenging traditional narratives and highlighting the complexities of women's roles in society, both then and now. At first glance, Valkyries may appear to fit neatly into the mold of powerful female figures, showcasing bravery and strength in a male-dominated world. However, a closer look reveals layers of meaning that invite deeper reflection. These women, while wielding swords and choosing the fates of warriors, also embody the struggles and sacrifices women face in various contexts. The act of selecting the slain can be seen as both a position of power and a burden, reflecting the dual nature of female strength. They are not just instruments of fate, they are also tied to the violent and chaotic world of battle, where their choices carry significant emotional weight. Feminist interpretations of the Valkyries often focus on their autonomy and agency. Unlike many female figures in mythology who are relegated to the roles of passive supporters, the Valkyries actively participate in the decisions surrounding life and death. This element of choice is powerful. It places the Valkyries in a position where they influence not only the fate of the warriors, but also the course of their own lives. They are depicted as strong, independent women who do not shy away from violence. Instead, they embrace it, showcasing an unapologetic strength that challenges conventional gender norms. Moreover, the relationship between the Valkyries and the warriors they choose offers profound insights into the dynamics of power and respect. In Norse society, warrior cultures celebrated bravery, and the Valkyries were revered for their strength. Yet, this admiration often comes with a price. The women who hold the power to select the slain also bear the burden of witnessing death and destruction. This duality is a powerful metaphor for the expectations placed on women in society, to be both nurturers and warriors, providers and protectors. The Valkyries' connection to death and battle also invites discussions about femininity and violence. Traditionally, women have been viewed as peacekeepers, but the Valkyries challenge this notion. Their fierce nature disrupts the stereotype of women as gentle and submissive. They remind us that femininity can coexist with strength, power, and aggression. In a world where women are often told to be passive or nurturing, the Valkyries stand as a testament to the idea that women can be warriors in their own right, embracing every facet of their identity without shame. Additionally, feminist interpretations often highlight the solidarity among Valkyries. They are depicted not just as individual warriors, but as a sisterhood bound by shared purpose. This camaraderie speaks to the strength found in female relationships. In a world that often pits women against each other, the Valkyries exemplify how women can empower one another, united by their shared experiences and goals. Their bond showcases the importance of community and support among women, which can be a source of resilience and strength in the face of adversity. In modern adaptations, the Valkyries have been reimagined in ways that resonate with contemporary audiences. They have become symbols of empowerment, representing the fight against oppression and the quest for autonomy. In literature, film, and art, these warrior maidens are often portrayed as feminist icons, challenging societal norms and advocating for their own destinies. This shift in representation reflects broader changes in how we view femininity and power. Moreover, the Valkyries' stories are being reinterpreted to reflect modern issues of gender equality and representation. Writers and artists are exploring the complexities of their roles, portraying them as multifaceted characters with emotions, struggles, and aspirations. This reimagining allows for a more nuanced understanding of the Valkyries, encouraging discussions about women's agency and the importance of self-determination. Feminist interpretations of the Valkyries challenge the traditional narratives that often reduce women to mere symbols of beauty or subservience. Instead, they emphasize the complexity of these figures, showcasing their strength, agency, and the burdens they carry. The Valkyries remind us that women's stories are not just about power in isolation, they are also about the relationships, choices, and sacrifices that shape their identities. In a world where gender equality is still a pressing issue, the Valkyries serve as powerful symbols of resistance and empowerment. They encourage women to embrace their strength, to be unapologetic in their choices, and to support one another in their journeys. Their legacy continues to inspire discussions about femininity, power, and the importance of redefining traditional narratives that limit women's potential. The Valkyries remind us that strength can take many forms and that the fight for agency and autonomy is ongoing. Through their stories, we are encouraged to reflect on our own experiences, to celebrate the power of choice, and to honor the resilience found in the sisterhood of women. Their legacy as warrior maidens transcends time, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. The Valkyries resonate with powerful symbolism, embodying a rich tapestry of ideals and virtues that capture the essence of Norse mythology. At first glance, they may appear simply as fierce warrior maidens, but their true significance extends far beyond their physical prowess. They represent strength, choice, fate, and the intricate balance of life and death. In Norse culture, the Valkyries symbolize strength and valor, not just in battle but in life itself. Each Valkyrie possesses the strength to choose which warriors will live and die, making them powerful agents of fate. This power is awe-inspiring, as it reflects the courage required to make difficult decisions. In a world filled with chaos, the Valkyries stand as embodiments of decisive action, encouraging individuals to embrace their choices and take control of their destinies. The act of choosing the slain carries profound meaning. The Valkyries are not mere harbingers of death, they select those who have fought bravely, honoring the ideals of courage and honor. This selection process reflects a deep respect for valor and sacrifice, reminding us that true bravery lies in facing one's fate with dignity. By choosing those who deserve a place in Valhalla, the Valkyries celebrate the virtues of courage, loyalty, and honor, inspiring warriors to fight not just for glory, but for a noble cause. The symbolism of the Valkyries extends beyond strength and bravery. They also represent the concept of fate and the interconnectedness of life and death. In Norse mythology, the fate of every warrior is entwined with the choices of the Valkyries. This connection highlights the belief that life is a tapestry woven from countless threads, each representing a decision that shapes our destinies. The Valkyries remind us that while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we have the power to influence our paths through the choices we make. Moreover, the Valkyries embody the duality of life and death. They exist in a world where battle and beauty coexist, representing the balance between the two. Their warrior-like nature speaks to the strength found in femininity, challenging traditional notions that often confine women to passive roles. The Valkyries celebrate the idea that women can embody both fierce strength and grace, embracing every aspect of their identity without compromise. This duality is a powerful symbol of empowerment, encouraging individuals to honor their complexity and recognize that strength can be found in vulnerability as well. The Valkyries also symbolize the bonds of sisterhood and unity among women. In their mission to select and guide warriors, they stand together as a formidable force. This sense of solidarity serves as a reminder of the importance of female relationships. They uplift and support one another, showcasing the strength that comes from community and shared experiences. In a world where women have often been pitted against each other, the Valkyries highlight the power of sisterhood, encouraging women to lift one another up rather than compete. In their role as guides for the slain, the Valkyries represent compassion in the face of death. While they are tasked with choosing warriors for Valhalla, they also offer comfort and reassurance to those who fall in battle. This dual role speaks to the idea that even in moments of loss, there is a sense of honor and purpose. The Valkyries are not just warriors, they are nurturers of souls, providing solace to those who have fought valiantly. This compassion infuses their symbolism with a sense of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. Art and literature have long celebrated the Valkyries, cementing their place in the cultural imagination. Their depictions in various forms, whether in paintings, poems, or music, highlight the ideals they represent. From Wagner's operas to contemporary films, the Valkyries continue to inspire artists and storytellers, serving as powerful symbols of strength, choice, and compassion. Their stories resonate deeply with audiences, reminding us of the timeless values they embody. In modern interpretations, the Valkyries have evolved into symbols of empowerment, representing the fight for autonomy and equality. Their strength and agency are celebrated in feminist discourse, inviting individuals to redefine their relationships with power and identity. The Valkyries encourage women to embrace their multifaceted nature and to stand boldly in their truth, challenging societal norms that seek to limit them. The symbolism of the Valkyries invites reflection on our own lives and the choices we make. They urge us to confront our fears, honor our values, and embrace the complexity of our identities. In their presence, we are reminded that strength is not just about physical power, it is about resilience, compassion, and the ability to navigate the intricate web of life. Ultimately, the Valkyries stand as powerful symbols of ideals that resonate across time and culture. They represent the courage to choose, the strength to fight, and the compassion to guide. In their stories, we find inspiration to embrace our own journeys, reminding us that we are all agents of our destinies. Their legacy continues to inspire generations, encouraging us to honor the virtues they embody and to live our lives with purpose and passion. The legacy of the Valkyries transcends time, weaving their presence into the fabric of modern culture and spiritual movements. Their influence is not just a distant echo of the past, it resonates today, inspiring individuals and communities who seek to connect with the strength and ideals they embody. The Valkyries symbolize courage, choice, and the powerful bond between life and death, and their legacy continues to shape contemporary Norse and Viking revivalism in profound ways. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in Norse mythology and Viking culture, with many people looking to reclaim and honor these ancient traditions. The Valkyries stand at the forefront of this revival, embodying the strength and spirit that many seek to connect with. In a world where individuals often feel lost or disconnected, the Valkyries offer a sense of empowerment and purpose. They remind us that bravery exists in all forms, encouraging people to confront their fears and pursue their paths with unwavering resolve. Modern practitioners of Norse paganism and heathenry often look to the Valkyries as powerful symbols of divine feminine strength. They represent the idea that women can be fierce warriors and wise leaders, breaking free from traditional stereotypes that confine them. This reclamation of the Valkyries as strong, independent figures has become a source of inspiration for women seeking to embrace their own power and agency. The Valkyries serve as reminders that femininity is not a weakness but a strength that can wield both compassion and ferocity. The Valkyries' legacy is also evident in the growing number of festivals, gatherings, and events celebrating Norse culture. These events often feature discussions and workshops centered around the Valkyries, allowing individuals to explore their stories and significance. Through storytelling, reenactments, and artistic expressions, the Valkyries come to life once more, reminding us of their impact on our collective consciousness. They foster a sense of community, uniting people with shared values and a passion for honoring the past while creating a meaningful future. In literature and media, the Valkyries continue to inspire artists and creators who seek to capture their essence. From novels to films and video games, Valkyries are often depicted as complex characters who navigate the intricate dance between life and death, choice and fate. These modern interpretations showcase the rich tapestry of their identities, inviting audiences to reflect on their own lives and the choices that shape them. The Valkyries' stories resonate deeply, encouraging people to embrace their strength and stand firm in their convictions. Moreover, the Valkyries' influence extends to the realm of music, where their powerful imagery and symbolism have inspired countless compositions. From classical pieces to contemporary songs, the Valkyries evoke a sense of passion and determination. Their presence in music serves as a reminder that art can be a powerful means of connecting with history and exploring the depths of human emotion. Through these creative expressions, the Valkyries continue to inspire and uplift, reminding us of the courage that lies within us all. In the context of personal spirituality, the Valkyries offer a path for individuals seeking to connect with their own inner strength. Many practitioners of modern Norse spirituality invoke the Valkyries in rituals, seeking their guidance and support. They symbolize the warrior spirit within, encouraging individuals to confront challenges with bravery and honor. The Valkyries' legacy becomes a source of empowerment, helping people navigate their journeys with confidence and purpose. As cultural symbols, the Valkyries also prompt conversations about identity, gender, and power dynamics in society. Their stories challenge conventional norms and invite individuals to reconsider what it means to be strong. The Valkyries represent a balance between nurturing and warrior-like qualities, illustrating that true strength comes from embracing all aspects of oneself. This message resonates deeply in today's world, where conversations about gender equality and empowerment are more important than ever. The Valkyries' legacy continues to inspire countless individuals to reclaim their narratives and find strength in vulnerability. They embody the spirit of resilience, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can rise above our challenges. Their stories serve as a guiding light for those navigating their paths, encouraging them to honor their choices and embrace their true selves. Ultimately, the Valkyries symbolize a rich legacy that transcends time and space. They remind us of the power of choice, the strength of community, and the beauty of embracing our complexity. As modern culture continues to evolve, the Valkyries will undoubtedly remain a source of inspiration for generations to come, igniting the hearts and spirits of those who seek to honor their legacy. Through their enduring presence, the Valkyries encourage us all to be courageous in our choices and to embrace the warrior spirit that lies within us. The Valkyries stand as powerful figures at the crossroads of life and death, embodying the profound connections between the mortal realm and the afterlife. They are not just mere guides, they are the embodiment of choice, bravery, and the journey that follows when one crosses the threshold into the unknown. In Norse mythology, the Valkyries' role in the afterlife is both pivotal and heartwarming, as they lead the fallen warriors to Valhalla, a place of honor and glory. In the chaos of battle, amidst the clash of swords and the cries of the brave, the Valkyries emerge as shimmering figures, their ethereal presence offering comfort to the dying. Imagine a warrior, weary from the fight, feeling the weight of his life slipping away. In his final moments, the sight of a Valkyrie, with her fierce gaze and radiant armor, brings him peace. She extends her hand, offering him a choice, to join her in the halls of Valhalla, where he will be honored as a hero among heroes. It is a moment filled with both sadness and hope, as the warrior understands that death is not an end, but a new beginning. The concept of the afterlife in Norse beliefs is intricately tied to the idea of honor and valor. The Valkyries serve as a bridge, guiding those who have lived with courage and strength to a place where they can continue their legacy. Valhalla is not merely a resting place, it is a realm where warriors can feast and fight until the end of days, preparing for Ragnarok, the final battle. The Valkyries, in their sacred duty, ensure that those who deserve this honor are chosen, emphasizing the significance of living a life of bravery and loyalty. Funeral practices among the Vikings were deeply influenced by the Valkyries and their role in the afterlife. The rituals surrounding death were not merely about mourning, they were celebrations of life and honor. Families believed that the spirits of their loved ones could be welcomed by the Valkyries, guiding them to Valhalla. This belief shaped the way funerals were conducted, as elaborate ceremonies were held to ensure a worthy send-off. The Vikings would prepare their fallen warriors with great care, dressing them in their finest armor and providing them with weapons for their journey. The act of cremation was common, symbolizing the release of the soul. As the flames engulfed the body, it was believed that the Valkyries would descend from the heavens, guiding the spirit to the afterlife. In these moments, the air would be thick with emotion, filled with both sorrow and celebration. The families would gather, singing songs of valor and recounting tales of bravery, ensuring that the legacy of the departed would live on through their stories. As warriors prepared for battle, they often did so with the understanding that they might meet their fate. This awareness instilled a sense of honor in their actions, as they fought not just for glory but for the hope of being chosen by a Valkyrie. This belief drove them to act bravely, knowing that their deeds would be recognized and their spirits would be honored in the afterlife. The Valkyries' influence extended beyond just the warriors, they resonated with the entire community. In the face of loss, the idea that loved ones were guided by these noble figures provided comfort to those left behind. The families of fallen warriors could take solace in the belief that their loved ones were in the capable hands of the Valkyries, enjoying a glorious afterlife in Valhalla. This connection to the divine offered a sense of peace and hope, allowing them to celebrate life even in the face of death. The legacy of the Valkyries also influenced how the Vikings viewed the cycle of life and death. They understood that death was not the end but a transformation. The Valkyries embodied this cycle, serving as both warriors and guardians of the afterlife. Their dual roles reminded the Vikings of the importance of living a life filled with courage and purpose, as every choice made in life could lead to a glorious afterlife. This belief in the Valkyries' guidance and the afterlife also led to various customs and practices. Families would create altars and offerings, honoring the Valkyries and seeking their favor. They believed that through these gestures, they could ensure a safe passage for their loved ones and receive blessings in return. These practices created a bond between the living and the dead, a reminder that the Valkyries were always watching over them, bridging the gap between the worlds. In the rich tapestry of Norse mythology, the Valkyries symbolized the powerful interplay between life, death, and rebirth. Their presence offers reassurance that every life lived with honor has a place in the grand narrative of existence. They remind us that death is not a fearful end, but a doorway to new beginnings, filled with promise and adventure. The legacy of the Valkyries continues to resonate today, inspiring people to embrace life with courage, knowing that their choices will echo through eternity. In the heart of battle, where chaos reigns and the air is thick with the cries of warriors, the Valkyries weave through the fray like whispered promises of fate. They are not merely figures of myth, they are the embodiment of the connection between war and death. Every clash of swords, every brave act on the battlefield resonates with their presence, reminding us of the fine line that separates life from death. As these fierce maidens descend from the sky, their eyes set on the valiant fighters below, they hold the power to choose who lives and who dies, making their role both awe-inspiring and terrifying. For the warriors, the idea of the Valkyries watching over them is a source of strength. They know that in the heat of battle, their bravery could catch the eye of these divine beings. To fight valiantly is to invite the chance of being chosen, to ascend to Valhalla, where they will feast and fight until the end of time. This belief fuels their courage, driving them to take risks and embrace the chaos of war. The sound of clashing metal becomes a symphony of purpose, a dance where every warrior plays their part in the hopes of being recognized by the Valkyries. But the Valkyries' connection to war goes beyond mere selection. They embody the harsh realities of death, acting as both saviors and reapers. With each warrior they choose to lead to the afterlife, they also bear witness to the grief and loss that accompanies battle. For every life taken, there are families left behind, hearts shattered by the absence of their loved ones. In the shadows of valor, there lies an aching sorrow, a reminder that every act of bravery is intertwined with the inevitability of death. The philosophical implications of this connection are profound. War, while often glorified, is steeped in pain and sacrifice. The Valkyries, in their role as warriors and guides, force us to confront the duality of existence. They remind us that bravery does not come without a cost. The warriors who fight for glory often pay the ultimate price, and their valor is accompanied by the weight of loss felt by those they leave behind. This cycle of life and death raises questions about the nature of honor. What does it mean to die for one's beliefs? Is there true glory in a battle that leads to death? As Valkyries carry the souls of the brave to Valhalla, they also serve as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life. Each choice made on the battlefield could alter the course of destiny. The act of fighting becomes a double-edged sword. It can lead to everlasting glory or eternal silence. The Valkyries, while awe-inspiring figures, embody the harsh truth that death is an inevitable consequence of war. In the Viking worldview, the Valkyries challenged the notion of fate. The warriors believed that their choices can influence their destiny, yet they are also aware that death can come swiftly and unexpectedly. The Valkyries symbolize this paradox, acting as both agents of fate and manifestations of free will. They present a complex interplay between human agency and the uncontrollable forces of life and death. In this dance, warriors are reminded of their mortality, and their actions on the battlefield become a testament to their character and values. This duality invites deeper reflection on the nature of sacrifice. What does it mean to sacrifice oneself for the greater good? The Valkyries are not just collectors of souls, they are witnesses to the struggles and triumphs of those who fight. They stand at the intersection of honor and loss, teaching us that true bravery often lies in facing the inevitable with grace and dignity. The act of fighting for a cause becomes an acknowledgement of the fragility of life and the understanding that death is not the end, but a transition to something greater. The Valkyries' connection to war and death also highlights the communal aspect of loss. As warriors fall, their comrades must grapple with grief and remembrance. The Valkyries serve as a reminder that the bonds forged in battle are unbreakable, transcending the boundaries of life and death. Each warrior who is chosen to join the ranks of the honored is celebrated by those left behind, ensuring that their legacy lives on. The Valkyries, in this sense, become caretakers of memory, preserving the stories of the brave for future generations. In the aftermath of battle, the presence of the Valkyries lingers, a testament to the lives lived and the sacrifices made. They remind us that war is a tapestry woven with threads of valor, grief, and the inevitability of fate. The warriors who fall are not forgotten, their stories echo through time, carried on the wings of the Valkyries, who guide their souls to eternal glory. The connection between the Valkyries, war, and death forces us to confront our own beliefs about honor, sacrifice, and the fragility of life. In a world where conflict is often glorified, the Valkyries remind us of the human cost behind every battle. They challenge us to reflect on what it means to live with courage and the impact our choices have on those around us. In the end, it is the understanding of this intricate dance between life and death that shapes our understanding of bravery and the legacy we leave behind. The Valkyries stand as symbols of both the glory and the grief that accompany the warrior's path, inviting us to honor those who fight, remember those who fall, and cherish the preciousness of life. In the heart of every Norse legend lies a powerful truth: honor and valor are the lifeblood of warriors. These qualities are not just celebrated, they are woven into the very fabric of the Valkyries' existence. These fierce maidens, tasked with choosing who will live and who will die on the battlefield, embody the ideals of bravery and loyalty. When a warrior steps into the chaos of battle, they do so not just for glory, but to uphold their honor. The Valkyries, as guardians of these principles, stand as a reminder of what it means to fight with purpose and conviction. Every battle fought is a test of character. To be chosen by a Valkyrie is the ultimate validation of a warrior's courage. It signifies that their bravery has not gone unnoticed, that their deeds have been worthy of recognition. This moment, when a Valkyrie descends to take a warrior's spirit, becomes a celebration of their life and sacrifices. The battlefield, filled with the sounds of clashing swords and the cries of the fallen, transforms into a stage where honor is put on display. For the warriors, the Valkyries represent the idea that true honor comes from fighting for something greater than oneself. In Norse culture, the concept of valor goes hand in hand with loyalty and sacrifice. Warriors are expected to stand by their brothers in arms, to fight until their last breath, and to protect their kin. This sense of duty is deeply intertwined with the Valkyries' purpose. They do not merely collect the fallen, they honor those who have fought valiantly for their people and their beliefs. The presence of a Valkyrie among the chaos serves as a reminder that every act of bravery has significance, that each warrior's choice to stand and fight is a testament to their integrity. As the Valkyries glide above the battlefield, they symbolize the unwavering commitment to honor and valor. They are the embodiment of the warrior ethos, inspiring warriors to embrace their destinies with courage. The very act of fighting becomes a declaration of one's character. Each swing of a sword is not just a physical action but an expression of the spirit within. Warriors know that their choices can lead to a glorious afterlife, but they also understand the weight of their actions. With every encounter, they forge their legacies, knowing that the Valkyries will carry their stories to the halls of Valhalla. The myths surrounding the Valkyries serve as a reflection of the Norse warrior ethos, highlighting the importance of honor in their society. A warrior's reputation is built on their actions, and their bravery is celebrated in sagas and songs. Tales of valor are passed down through generations, inspiring young warriors to embrace the ideals of their forebears. This cultural reverence for honor fuels the fires of bravery, encouraging warriors to push their limits and face the unknown without fear. The Valkyries remind us that valor is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it head-on. In moments of doubt and despair, it is the call of honor that can ignite a warrior's spirit. The tales of those who have fought alongside the Valkyries serve as a beacon of hope, illustrating that even in the darkest hours, courage can shine brightly. For every warrior who falls, there are countless stories of bravery that echo through time, celebrating their commitment to honor. The connection between the Valkyries and the warrior ethos also speaks to the complexities of honor itself. Honor is not a one-dimensional concept. It encompasses loyalty, bravery, and the willingness to sacrifice. The Valkyries do not just choose the strongest warriors, they honor those who have fought for a cause, who have shown loyalty to their comrades, and who have faced their fate with dignity. This understanding of honor creates a rich tapestry of values that defines what it means to be a true warrior. In a world where battles are fought, the Valkyries serve as a guiding light for those who embrace the warrior's path. Their presence emphasizes the idea that honor is earned through actions, that true valor is not just about victory but about the choices made along the way. As warriors grapple with the challenges of battle, they are reminded that their legacy is built on the foundation of honor. Each decision, each act of bravery, contributes to the story of who they are. The legacy of the Valkyries and their connection to honor and valor has left an indelible mark on Norse culture. Their tales resonate not just with warriors, but with anyone who seeks to understand the depths of courage and the significance of standing up for one's beliefs. The lessons learned from the Valkyries echo through history, inspiring generations to embody the spirit of honor and bravery in their own lives. Ultimately, the Valkyries teach us that honor is a journey, not a destination. It is found in the choices we make, the battles we fight, and the sacrifices we embrace. Their legacy serves as a reminder that true valor lies in the heart, where the spirit of a warrior beats fiercely. Each act of bravery becomes a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a celebration of life, and a recognition of the importance of fighting for what is right. In the end, it is the intertwining of honor and valor that shapes our understanding of heroism, inspiring us all to live with courage and integrity. In the heart of Norse mythology, the Valkyries stand as powerful symbols of the divine feminine, embodying strength, wisdom, and independence. These fierce maidens are not just warriors, but also caretakers of the fallen, guiding souls to their rightful place in the afterlife. Their dual role as both warriors and nurturers paints a rich picture of femininity that challenges traditional gender roles, inviting us to consider a more complex understanding of women in mythology and society. Each Valkyrie is a reflection of the divine feminine, showcasing qualities that go beyond mere physical strength. They possess the wisdom to discern the valor in warriors, choosing those who are deserving of honor. This ability to make decisions about life and death highlights a profound connection to fate and destiny. In a world where battles are fought and lives are lost, the Valkyries become guardians of the very essence of courage. Their presence in the midst of chaos is not just a display of power, it's a nurturing force, reminding us that the feminine spirit is equally capable of guiding and protecting. The Valkyries also challenge the notion of women as passive figures in mythology. Instead, they are active participants in the grand narrative of life and death. By taking charge of who will ascend to Valhalla, they assert their agency in a patriarchal world. This defiance of traditional gender roles allows them to break free from the confines that society often places on women. The Valkyries teach us that strength can take many forms and that the divine feminine encompasses both tenderness and ferocity. Their influence reaches beyond the battlefield, shaping perceptions of women in Norse culture. In a time when gender roles were rigidly defined, the Valkyries offer an alternative vision. They embody the idea that women can wield power, make choices, and impact the course of events. This representation of femininity is essential in understanding the broader dynamics of Norse mythology, where women are often depicted in limited roles. The Valkyries stand as a testament to the complexity and strength of women, serving as an inspiration for future generations. The divine feminine expressed through the Valkyries is also deeply tied to the concepts of love and loyalty. These maidens are not just figures of war, they are connected to the hearts of the warriors they choose. The bond between the Valkyries and the Einherjar, the warriors they select for Valhalla, is profound, rooted in respect and admiration. This relationship illustrates a nuanced understanding of love, showing that true connection can flourish in the midst of conflict. The Valkyries inspire warriors to fight bravely, knowing that their efforts will not go unnoticed. In return, they receive loyalty and devotion from those they guide. This reciprocal relationship emphasizes the importance of honor and respect in all forms of love, transcending the boundaries of life and death. Furthermore, the Valkyries are emblematic of the healing aspect of the divine feminine. While they guide the souls of fallen warriors, they also represent hope and renewal. In a culture that glorifies battle and valor, the presence of Valkyries offers a reminder that there is more to life than conflict. Their nurturing nature speaks to the cycles of life and death, reinforcing the idea that every ending leads to a new beginning. In this way, they symbolize the interconnectedness of existence, where love, loss, and rebirth coexist in harmony. The Valkyries' influence on gender roles in Norse mythology resonates beyond their own stories. They pave the way for other female figures to emerge, showcasing that women can be complex and multifaceted. Their strength and agency open doors for other goddesses and mythological figures to be recognized for their power and significance. This shift in perception lays the groundwork for a broader understanding of femininity in mythology and literature, inviting contemporary audiences to explore the richness of women's roles in various cultures. The exploration of the divine feminine in Valkyries ultimately serves as a powerful reminder that strength comes in many forms. The Valkyries challenge stereotypes, inviting us to embrace the full spectrum of femininity. They show that women can be fierce warriors and compassionate nurturers, that they can guide and protect, and that they have the power to shape destinies. Their legacy encourages us to redefine our understanding of gender roles, pushing against the boundaries that have been imposed throughout history. As we reflect on the Valkyries and their embodiment of the divine feminine, we are reminded of the importance of celebrating all aspects of strength and resilience. Their stories inspire us to honor the complexities of womanhood, to recognize the power in vulnerability, and to embrace the multifaceted nature of life. In a world that often seeks to simplify and categorize, the Valkyries stand as a powerful testament to the richness and diversity of the human experience. Their influence continues to resonate, reminding us that the divine feminine is alive and thriving in every aspect of our lives. As the sun began to dim, signaling the approach of Ragnarok, the final battle of the gods, the Valkyries prepared for their most significant role yet. These fierce warrior maidens, who had spent centuries guiding the souls of fallen heroes to Valhalla, now stood at the precipice of destiny. The air crackled with tension, a mixture of anticipation and dread. In the face of looming chaos, the Valkyries embodied both hope and fear, knowing that their fate was intertwined with the fate of the world itself. Each Valkyrie, clad in gleaming armor, radiated strength and determination. They were not mere spectators of this great conflict, they were essential players in the unfolding drama. As the echoes of battle began to rise, their hearts surged with the memories of countless warriors they had guided. Each one of those souls had inspired them, fueling their resolve to protect the world of gods and men. Now, they would join the Einherjar in combat, fighting alongside the bravest of the brave against the forces of darkness that threatened to consume everything. The Valkyries soared through the skies on their majestic horses, their presence a beacon of light in the gathering storm. They descended upon the battlefield, where the clash of swords and the cries of warriors mingled with the roar of dragons and the howls of wolves. The Valkyries fought valiantly, wielding their weapons with grace and ferocity, embodying the very essence of courage. They danced through the chaos, delivering swift justice to their enemies while ensuring that those who fell would be honored in death. But as the battle raged on, it became evident that this was a fight unlike any other. The forces of chaos, led by the monstrous wolf Fenrir and the serpent Jormungandr, were relentless and overwhelming. The Valkyries faced an enemy that was not only powerful but also determined to end the world as they knew it. With each clash, the Valkyries felt the weight of their mission pressing down on them, the realization that this might be the end of their journey. Despite their valiant efforts, the tide of battle began to shift. The Valkyries witnessed the fall of mighty gods, one after another, their heroic cries echoing into the void. In those heart-stopping moments, they felt the sting of loss more profoundly than ever. Each fallen hero, each god they loved, brought a tear to their eyes. They fought harder, driven by the pain of what they had to protect and the sorrow of what they were losing. Their hearts broke for the world they had cherished, now unraveling before them. As the final confrontation neared, the Valkyries found themselves standing together, resolute yet weary. They exchanged glances filled with unspoken understanding, knowing that whatever came next would change everything. They were warriors, yes, but they were also sisters, bound by a love that transcended time and fate. In the midst of the chaos, they held tight to one another, a silent promise that they would face whatever awaited them together. In the end, as the skies darkened and the final battle reached its crescendo, the Valkyries fought with every ounce of strength they possessed. They were fierce and unyielding, but even the strongest cannot escape destiny. One by one, they began to fall, their bodies joining the countless souls they had once guided. The sight was haunting, a beautiful tragedy where the very embodiment of honor and valor succumbed to the chaos of the universe. Yet, even in death, the Valkyries did not fade into obscurity. Their spirits soared above the battlefield, witnessing the aftermath of Ragnarok. They became part of the very fabric of the cosmos, a reminder of the courage and sacrifice that had defined their existence. The echoes of their laughter, the whispers of their strength, remained in the hearts of those they had served. They had fought valiantly, and in their hearts, they knew they would never truly be forgotten. As the dust settled and the remnants of the battlefield lay in silence, the legacy of the Valkyries endured. They had become legends, their stories woven into the fabric of time. The Valkyries stood not only as figures of war, but as symbols of hope and resilience. They represented the ideals of honor, bravery, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. Their sacrifice inspired countless tales and songs, ensuring that their spirits would live on in the hearts of future generations. The legacy of the Valkyries transcended the battles they fought and the fates they embraced. They became a reminder of the strength found in unity, the power of love that endures even in the face of despair. Their stories would echo through time, encouraging others to face their battles with courage, just as they had. In a world where darkness loomed, the Valkyries became a beacon of light, reminding all who heard their tales of the beauty that can arise from even the most profound loss. In reflecting on the Valkyries and their incredible journey, we understand that their story is more than just one of warriors in battle. It is a narrative of love, sacrifice, and the indomitable spirit of women who stood against the tides of fate. The Valkyries embody the idea that even in the face of the end, there is beauty, bravery, and an unyielding spirit. Their legacy continues to inspire us, inviting us to honor the past while forging ahead into the unknown, armed with the knowledge that courage and love can conquer even the darkest of times.